You can tell my shoulders, right? Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Oh, I've been sleeping all day. I've been sleeping all day. We had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go take him to hello, hello, hello. Today has come. Today has come. Today has come. My husband is doing garbage right now. Um, Today has come. I'm gonna get into the announcement here. Um, Shortly, I'm gonna talk about my husband real quick. I know you guys are here for the announcement, but I am going to update people for the what happened with my husband because people are asking. So essentially, we got there. They told us, he could electively have a shot, and so I take him out for his favorite breakfast, make sure his tummy's full before he goes because I know he's not going to be able to eat and enjoy food. So I take him out for his favorite breakfast, and it is big announcement time. And we get there, and they take a look at the X-ray, and they say, "Look, there's no way to put this nicely. It is on a nerve. You need to be anesthetized, and you may lose feeling in your face permanently." And they're like, "If you just get the shot, it's gonna hurt through the shot. Like it's gonna hurt through the shot. It's not gonna matter. Like you need to be anesthetized." And I said, "Well, okay, can we do that?" They said, "No, he ate." They said, "You'd have to come back another day." And he says, "I already took the day off." He goes, "We're doing it." He goes, "I don't care." He goes, "I've gotten head tattoos. I've gotten tongue piercings. I've gotten whatever." He said, "I've already taken the damn day off. We're doing it." So he did. And he said that the surgery wasn't as bad as she made it out to be. I guess my husband's a fucking trooper. About X amount of time after that, um, the pain shot started, the numbing started to wear off. And my husband loves video games. And we were playing a video game when we came home. And he's like, "I can't do this." Went in his room and curled up in a ball. His pain meds are currently working. We have him on a ibuprofen Tylenol combo. He's got some more better things from when he sleeps. But that's what he's on right now, and he's doing okay. He's over there. He's gaming right now. He decided he was going to get on his game. He is feeling better. I took the day to kind of just rest. We had to get up and we had to leave the house at 6:45 to get there to have the surgery done at 8:30. Um, so he'll be all right. We don't know if he's going to regain feeling. I mean, it hurts, so I'm thinking that he should be in the clear. You think everything's good? Yeah, he said that it's hurting. So if there's pain, then he's okay. He was in his room crying in the fetal position, basically, weren't you?
Before I fell asleep and my meds kicked in, yeah.
Yeah, he was tripping balls. I asked him if he wanted me to stay in there with him, and he told me no. Oh, they gave him the good pain pills, but he can only have them at night if he's like dying in agony. They told me they gave me some good ones, but I have him on ibuprofen and Tylenol right now, which he said is working.
Yeah, it's working now.
Yeah, good. So yeah, his tooth is finally taken care of. Everything is good. But unfortunately, we have been pressed to make the announcement. We were not planning on making this announcement yet because of everything and how detailed it is. We were not planning on making this announcement. We were going to make it. There is a hiccup, and not a hiccup in the sense that you would think, but there is I's to be dotted and T's to be crossed. And unfortunately, we have had to break this announcement early due to another creator. I am not aware exactly what this creator is about to say, so I want to get ahead of it. My back has been pushed against a wall for the better part of a month, and me and Court reached out and said, "Hey, look, we've kept this announcement for a month. People are losing their shit on me. People are texting us daily, and we have done our part in the announcement." And at this point, we don't know what this creator is about to say or how she is about to release what she knows, which is only a small portion, mind you. We did find that part out at least. But because I don't know exactly how she's going to deliver this. I talked to the person it involves, and they told me to go ahead and talk about it. Now, I don't know if I want to put up a video. I might put up a video, but I don't know. I really don't know how I should do this, to be honest. But essentially, I'm going to give you guys the news that we've been talking, and there's been a big announcement for the better part of a month. It was supposed to have happened that Friday. It was supposed to have happened that Friday, and there was a hiccup, like I said. And when I tell you the news, you're going to know why I have to say it now. We've been sitting on it. We've been doing our due diligence. We've been waiting for the third person to come in and well, it's actually the fourth person. We were waiting for the fourth person. We were waiting for the fourth person to get everything done, and they went on vacation. Not even kidding. They went on vacation. So, if you guys want to hear everything, I would suggest you share it to whoever, because I probably will make a video after this. I'm not sure. I don't even know really what to say, because unfortunately, all the information I know is more than what this other creator knows. And I want to touch on what they know and without giving out everything. There is more to our announcement, but I'm trying to keep this to the bare minimum. But I want it to be done correctly. And I know that, and this is going to rattle a bunch of fucking cages. I'm already aware of the backlash that's going to happen for me in court. I'm already aware of what's going to happen with the backlash of me in court. And as you guys know, I have a thick skin and I can fucking take it. So, no shade to a particular creator, but they may or may not announce the announcement correctly. So I spoke with Christy. As you guys know, I've been speaking with Christy fairly regularly. I just got off the phone with her after hearing what came across my feed last night. There was a creator. If you know, you know. And if you don't, I'm not going to throw any shade at this particular creator. So if you know, you know. There's a creator that was contacted by Gypsy herself. And Gypsy gave out part of the information. She gave out part of the information. She didn't give it all out, luckily. But she gave out part of the information. Okay. And I know that she is talking about, she's going to go on and talk about what her and Gypsy talked about. And so I talked to Christy and said, hey, what exactly, what was shared? What was shared, so that, I said, our backs have been against a wall for a month. And I'm done with my back being against a wall and having people message me and be hateful towards me because I switched up or whatever. And so I told her, I said, you need to tell me what all was said so that I can go ahead and get ahead of this, because I don't know this creator well enough to know whether or not everything is going to be relayed accurately. Now, she could absolutely relay it accurately. I don't know. I don't know her well enough. But I know the details that we've been entrusted with over the past month. There's a lot of them, but I can give you the portion from what I understand that this creator was going to out. I asked her, I said, what did Gypsy say to her? And so she told me, and I said, okay, did she tell her the rest? And she said, no. Now, do I know she didn't tell her the rest? No. But, and that's why I'm worried that things are going to be embellished. I don't know her well enough to know what or how she's going to deliver it. So I told Christy, I said, all right, dude, we need to, piss her, get off the pot. Because at this point, my followers have been hounding me for a month. And I don't want them, number one, getting the information from somebody else. Number two, because my back's been against a wall. And number two, I want to make sure that it comes from the person that has been doing all the paperwork and all the legal work and everything else. Gypsy is aware of what is going on, obviously. But as we all know, the person at the center of this, believe it or not, isn't necessarily Gypsy. It is to a point, obviously. Obviously. But as we know, Christy has been defamed and slandered and talked down in a horrible light. And as much as it is about, if Gypsy wouldn't have done this, obviously Christy would not be in the limelight. And guys, I'm working on it. Calm down. I'm building so you guys understand. So yes, this has to do with Gypsy. Okay. But Gypsy's not at the forefront, which is why when Gypsy decided to tell this creator, who is, yeah, she's here. Now, I don't know what was told to her. I have no idea. I was told about a portion of it. But Christy told me to go ahead and tell the portion that she was told. And that is that, Gypsy had reached out and I asked her, I said, why did she do it? I said, you guys have been telling us to be quiet. You guys have been telling us not to talk for the last month. I've had my followers come in here losing their shit daily. And, why would she go and tell other people when you've told us to be quiet for the past month? So she said that Gypsy had went ahead for whatever reason after they were trying to keep everything secret and had apparently, and she can talk in the comments as to whether or not what she had been told. I can elaborate on it if need be. Christy wanted me to get ahead of whatever, because there's more than what Gypsy had told her. And I don't know to what extent, but essentially what is going on is due to the bullshit that April Johns has pulled. They are seeking legal action. Legal action is in play. There is a restraining order that has been filed along with other items. And there is other items at play. And we did not want to put it out there because we did not want April Johns finding out, getting wind, and she's going to get ahead of that now, which is why we had been sitting on it for the past month. But, Gypsy, for whatever reason, this is kind of Christy's deal. This was Christy's thing. April had been going after her. April had been defaming and slandering her. And this was something that Christy had been putting into the works for a very long time. Was told to me in court to keep it on the DL, not to talk about it. And for whatever reason, I don't understand, and nor does Christy at this point. Gypsy decided to reach out to another creator and tell her portions of it. Because I talked to Christy. That's why I would. I just got off the phone with Christy. That's why. Because this is Christy's deal. This was not technically Gypsy's to talk about. And that's why we had been being quiet. And this wasn't necessarily Gypsy's thing to say, to be honest. Does it involve Gypsy? Yes. Is it mainly about her? No. This has to do with the fact that April has spent her time going on and on and on and on. You guys know this with everything in it. And so she was trying to get the I's dotted, the T's crossed. The paperwork has, been for everything that I'm not going into. I'm not going to discuss that. But apparently there was portions of it that, unfortunately, for whatever reason, and you know what? I'm going to tell you guys, I told Christy flat the fuck out, because I'm transparent. So I'm going to tell you guys, I told her flat the fuck out. I said, look, it's bad for you guys. I said, because when you have talked to me in court and Gypsy is reaching out to other creators and it's looking like you guys are all trying to turn us. I told her that. I said, it looks like, I don't know why they're being, I don't know why. Just unfilter them. You can hit the button. Oh, God, I guess I tried. Where was I at? I'm so sorry.
Trying to turn them.
Oh, so I told her, I said, look, I said, you guys reach out to me in court and we have a good relationship and we talk and we do whatever. And so I don't understand why. I said, this looks bad on me. This looks bad on court. And more than anything, it looks bad on the Blanchards and Gypsy, because at this point, it looks like they're reaching out to anybody and everybody, grasping at any straws to shut us up. And I know that because he always has to keep me on track, because I saw, number one, I looked at the comments of this creator's comment thread, number one. Number two, she had even responded with, because somebody said, and she had a video response to it, and this was proving my point. One of my followers went on there and said, you know, basically in a nutshell, you can go read the comment. I'm not doing it verbatim, but essentially they got to Ryan, they got to you, who's left? And I called Christy and I said, you know, this looks shitty for you. This looks shitty for you. I said, you know, it's making it look like you guys are all reaching out to anybody who's ever talked shit. You guys know I've talked shit. Nina has put out a lot of gossip that has not been accurate. No offense, Nina. And I said, at this point, I said, how many other creators are going to be talked to and made to be friends that we all just get off of everybody's ass, you know? And yeah, and you know, so. And I told her,
Considering the news, I don't blame them if they were.
huh?
Considering the news, I wouldn't blame them if they were.
They were what?
Getting off the ass.
Well, right.
Just to hop off.
So anyway.
Hoping I didn't say too much, I'm sorry.
Right. So I told her, I said, you know, you reached out to me in court. We've built this relationship. You've entrusted us with a lot of details. And so we've kept on with this. I've had my followers coming in for a month. Where's the big announcement? Where's the big announcement? The problem was the big announcement was supposed to happen that Friday.
I'm going to your page.
Okay. The big announcement was supposed to happen that Friday. Unfortunately, the person who was filing all of the work went on vacation.
I'll have to turn it down.
So that's fine. So it doesn't, whatever. The person went on vacation, and so we're still waiting for the portions of it to go through, etc. Now, is there a ridiculously small chance that this is not going to happen? Yes. However, she, court, and I, because I'm not going to ask another creator what to do, but I've talked to Christy, and this is this is how we're handling it. You guys can like it or lump it. I'm just giving you the details anyways. So anyway, Christy's been building this case for some time. Okay. Obviously me and court got brought into this, and me and court have been doing our due diligence. Okay. When, in the small case, if not, but let's just say when all of this happens, me and court will be there as well for other portions that I will not be discussing right now until everything has been done, delivered, etc. Okay. So if it doesn't get done, delivered, etc., it's not going to matter the second part of what I have to say, but I'm not saying it now. I told Christy that I'm going to do as much as I can to just get out the bare minimum of details. Okay. There is more going on. And so is the lawsuit the real reason I broke ties with Fancy? I did not know Christy before that. I broke ties with Fancy, I want to say about the 16th. And Christy reached out to me about 2 days after. I'm not going to be going into details of details. I told Christy that we're going to keep this to a minimum because she did not want any of this getting out, unfortunately. And well, I don't know what was going to be said or what wasn't, because, everybody's been seeing everything online, and there's not going to be a whole lot said. There are things that are being in the works. Okay. I don't know what was going to be said, what wasn't going to be said. I have no idea. I am simply passing along information that was going to possibly be whatever. Now, I know that I don't know. Gypsy may have thought that she wanted something, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what Gypsy's thing was, to be honest. By the way, well, we've had our backs against a wall for a month. We've been keeping on this. There's a lot of things going on behind the thing, and we're not going to let it all known because we don't want April knowing everything right now. We just don't. Okay, there is things going on, and there's things going on that April doesn't need to be aware of. And so nobody has said she's getting sued. Nobody's saying nothing. I'm not saying anything about anything other than the fact that there is things that are going to be happening in her direction. I'm not going to go into what exactly they are. And unfortunately, when the papers all hit the desk, they went on vacation. So I told you guys from the beginning, I said there's still a person that needs to do their part. And that was the person that was doing all the legal work. And so there's things going on, like I said. Unfortunately, it is it's bigger than what I can really go on to on here. But when I'm seeing, first of all, when my followers are coming in here and me and Court are getting not just comments in here every day of what's your announcement, what's your announcement, what's your announcement, and we're answering DMs, and our backs have been against a wall for a fucking month. I didn't want to keep having to do this. And I'm sure you could have done whatever you wanted to do. This isn't anything. I don't know why you're being defensive. I actually didn't say who you were. I said there's a creator who has been talked to. And I'm trying to keep the DL of exactly what was talked to begin with. Right. And so we're trying to keep the lid on this, and I don't know this person well enough to know what was going to be said or what wasn't going to be said, or how it was going to be said, or what details had been said. I don't know exactly. I was told to a point what was told to the creator. But I don't know if that was entirely true, what was told. I don't know. We only know what Christy only knows what Gypsy told her. Does that make sense? I'm not sure. And it is weird to me. And part of it, look, in reality, I got a hold of Christy and I was upset. I said, we have been sitting here holding this secret for a month. I said, and now Gypsy's going out, reaching out to anybody, talking. I said, after you kind of, we've been holding on to this for a month and she's going to talk to whoever. I said, and by the way, it looks like shit. I said, first me and Court get contacted. I said, now other creators are getting contacted. And I said that, it doesn't look good when a bunch of true crime creators are getting contacted and switching up, because I myself had said, hey, as long as there's not a big new development, I'm not going to make new content. So then people thought I switched up. Okay, they were like, oh, Ryan's pro Gypsy, blah blah blah. That's not that, and that's not even accurate. Okay, like Nina, I've always been pro truth. That's one thing that I've seen with me and her is we're just pro truth. Like we're here, we just want the truth. And it's hard because when we find out things and people immediately assume we switched up, I seen hate in her comments. And I want to go to bat for her a little bit here too. I saw hate in her comments and I saw my name being thrown around in the comments. And, just because we get reached out to by the people that it is concerning, just because we get reached out by the people that it concerns, there we go, does not mean that we switch up. It doesn't mean that we are suddenly pro anything. It doesn't mean anything like that. We can be contacted by the concerned individuals and still maintain our integrity as to what we think. And I saw a lot, and see, that's what I'm going at, Diamond. I saw a lot of comments of, well, they're just using everybody. They're just using everybody. Christy's going to you, and Gypsy's going to another creator, and they're all trying to they're trying to stir everything up. Now, I can tell you, at least from my end, I've built a friendship with Christy, and I told her flat out what it looks like. Okay. I said, look, it doesn't look good. Period. It just doesn't. And I saw what it's doing, where people are saying that I'm switching up, that Nina's switching up, and I don't think either of us are switching up. I don't think that's what it is at all. When we get contacted by these people, we are merely passing along information. And that doesn't mean that we've switched up because we have talked to these people. Okay. So I see a lot of comments in here that are definitely exactly what I was talking about, 100%. I see a lot of comments in here that are exactly what I was talking about, which is exactly why this does need to be addressed. Okay. A lot of people think that because at this point, everybody knows I'm not going to keep saying this creator, because this creator came in and you guys all knew. I was trying to say this creator. I did not know that I didn't, I'm not all about that. So Christy has joined many lives to explain, actually. I just got off the phone with her and I said, hey, look, you can come in, you can do whatever you want. Can my opinions be objective if I'm friends with Christy? Absolutely. She knows this. I know this. I've made no bones about it. I literally called her and said, you know what? Gypsy fucked up. Flat out. I said, Gypsy fucked up. I said, you have been telling us to be quiet. I said, and now, even if, Nina was saying, well, she wasn't going to say anything. Okay. It doesn't matter, because at the point of saying Gypsy contacted me, now it looks like we are all being contacted. Whether or not Nina ever discussed what was said in that phone call, or sorry, not phone call, but text message. And she may never have discussed it. She may never have discussed it. She may have absolutely kept her word 150,000%. She seems like a person who, can be trustworthy, and she may have never discussed what was said between them. But by going on and saying Gypsy contacted me, when she's posting a bunch of, I looked, the last at least 12 videos were, either anti or gossip. And so if she's being contacted and we're being contacted, and, it's starting to look like we're trying to be told to be shut up, essentially. Well, if you just knew us, you wouldn't say bad things about us. Okay. So I wanted to point out that I told her, I said, look, I said, what she did was stupid. I said, because it made all y'all look sus. Because I said last night on my live, I said, this doesn't look good for any of us at this point. We all look like we're being played. I said, first, here comes Christy talking to me in court. Now Gypsy's coming and talking to Nina. I said, this all looks like we're all trying to be played. Okay. So I said, this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I said, and so I don't know whether or not what was going to be said, what was ever going to be said. Nina very well may have never said anything. But I will tell you, as a person who's had to hold this secret announcement for the past month, by merely mentioning that it had happened, she was going to be deluged by messages. Well, she has her messages shut off apparently, but her lives were going to be absolutely bombarded with what happened, until she said something, and until you feel like you're going to fucking snap. But when I'm being brought up in the comments, and she had even replied with one. People are saying, well, they essentially they turned Ryan. They turned Ryan, and they're trying to turn you, etc., etc. And so I asked her what all had been said, and apparently there was talk about a particular portion of it. And I don't know how much was going to be released. I have no idea. And so what was happening that Friday, we thought we were only going to have to hold it for like 3 days. Okay. We thought we were going to have to hold it for 3 days. Okay, guys, it's going to happen on Friday. We're good. We can put out this big announcement. It was supposed to happen that Friday. Okay. So, Friday turned into Monday. Monday turned into Wednesday. Wednesday turned into Friday. Friday turned into Monday. Monday turns into Wednesday. Wednesday turns into Friday. And here we are. Still not happening. So now it looks like, oh, is it ever going to happen? What's the point? The point is, unfortunately, the legals decided to go on vacation. So I can tell you this, and I know that April has to be in here at this point. I know she has to be in here. I'm sure somebody, number one, she's probably definitely watching this. Number two, if not, somebody sent it to her. Okay. There is action coming, and I know that she always says, I can't wait for that day. I will countersue. Have fun. Have fun. For what's going on. Juniper, because I don't know what all had been said technically, and Christy did not want a bunch of it out. I don't know what all had been said. I don't know what all would have been said. And yeah, when my back's up against a wall, and now I'm hearing that these people that are obsessed with me and Courtney on a particular social media website that we all know and love, and they're pissed because I'm talking to Christy, and I'm tired of being barraged by something. Now, can we talk on this on another fashion? Yes, me and Court are involved in this point. Okay. We've been collecting all sorts of items and going through different social media platforms and getting things that we need. And we very well are probably going to be involved in the whole situation when the situation happens. There is, I'm not going to go into exactly all of the things that are going to be put out there yet. Once it does hit, and I will say this ahead of time. I do keep pausing because I'm trying to get my fucking words right. And as we all know, I like to say the word I'm trying to say things correctly, because we all know this is being recorded for everybody else's enjoyment for later. Let's say that nothing ever happens. Let's say nothing ever happens. I've accused her of it. I'm like, look, this has been going on for a while. I said, is this going to happen? And it's supposed to happen. Everything, he's on vacation, it's supposed to happen. And so the wind was coming, the wind was blowing. I don't know if Gypsy was getting to where she wanted to jump the gun. I don't know what she was doing exactly. But she decided to reach out to yet another creator. And at this point, now we all look like idiots. Because if Court and me are talking about Christy, and now Gypsy's contacting Nino, all of us true crime people look like fucking idiots. We all look like we're being played. As my comments are showing, by the way. As the comments on I've seen on Nina's videos have been. The comments have not been nice. I've been brought up in the comments. And so at that point, I'm reaching out to her saying, look, I've been holding on to this secret for a while. And if for whatever reason it is going to be spilled, I'm going to, I want this to be done as correctly as possible with what's being said. And here's the deal. I don't know how much Gypsy knows about exactly what's being filed, because it's not all. It's not another creator that was involved. There was another person that was involved. And the other person was Christy. And that other person to Christy was the legal department. The legal department decided to go on vacation. So now, well, the thing is, Robin, Gypsy and Christy do talk a lot, right? They do talk. But they don't live together. They don't anything. They Gypsy just left her house the other day. She had went there for a couple days. They do talk, but they don't talk enough because Christy had no idea that Gypsy had done this. She had no idea. She had no idea until court said something. She had no idea that anything had been said. So, well, Juniper, that's all I gotta tell you now. Um, Now, Monica, if that is the case, if this is all lies and manipulation, and we've been drugged anywhere, um, it's gonna suck. Okay, it's gonna suck. Law doesn't stop because of vacation. I get that. I've asked her point blank myself. Is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen? Now, I can't tell you with any certainty of anything. I can only tell you what has been said to me. There's Christy. I am not using anyone. The fact that Ryan and Court are getting harassed is something I do not like. There's Christy for you. Christy can only be told what she's being told. Okay. The amount of evidence that has been put forth in these particular what's the word I'm looking for? Particular, not accusation, but that you put forth legally. The act, whatever, required a lot of evidence. And let's see. Have you seen proof of legalities? Now? Has legal contacted court? Yes, legal has contacted court. He's supposed to contact me. I don't know. Hasn't yet. Supposed to contact me. Guess we're waiting for things to be filed. Couldn't tell you. Why doesn't Christy go live and do her own work? Because you guys are ruthless. You guys are worthless. Ruthless. You guys are worthless. Ruthless. Jesus Christ.
Words, they're hard.
Ruthless. You guys are ruthless. Okay. As I've seen and proved. And she would be, I know, what a word to confuse it with. Worthless. That's great. Ruthless. My God. I wouldn't go live either. I opened myself up for this. Cool. And you can absolutely believe that. And in the end, if I have pie on my face over this, that I yet again believed somebody, it wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the last time. Unfortunately, I always have my heart in places that get me in a lot of trouble. It gets me in a lot of trouble. And I'm not being, oh my God. And you guys wonder why people don't try to come on here and say anything. I'm literally talking about Christy and April, and somehow in the comments, I'm being sued. I don't even understand how this works. Okay. So there's been a lot of people that, and I've talked about this, and apparently there's a lot of people on the website that shall not be named that are pissed that I talked to Christy, that they don't get to have the news first. So therefore I'm somebody to hate, whatever. Yes, I'm thank you for pinning that comment. Like I said, unfortunately, we wanted to be able to have that aha moment. We were waiting for the aha moment. We were waiting for the fact that she knew that everything had been delivered. We were waiting for everything to be delivered, everything to be handed off, and to have that confirmation. And unfortunately, I don't know if Gypsy's getting excited or whatever. But here's the deal. As far as if poor Nina thinks that I'm throwing anything at her, number one, I saw Nina being dragged, like I'm dragged, and I wanted to try to help stop that. And more than anything, and this is where it really boils down. And this is where it really boils down. She is not, oh my God. Anyway, what it really boils down to is this. If Gypsy is getting overly excited or whatever about it. And one of two things was going on. Number one, Nina had been, kind of posting a lot of things in her direction, and maybe she wanted to be liked. Maybe she wanted to say, I'm a real person. Don't be mean to me. Absolutely. Okay. And with that, she might have given out too much information. I don't know. But more than that, if Gypsy starts reaching out to creators who have drugged her in the past and given them this particular info, trying to build a rapport with other creators, not necessarily Nina. We don't know who all Gypsy's reached out to at this point. If she was trying to build a rapport of, I'm a real person, like me, I'm going to give you these inside details. She may reach out to the wrong creator. Okay. She may reach out to the wrong creator. And that wrong creator that don't give a fuck and wants to get those followers and wants to get those views and wanted to get all that is going to show proof, which Nina luckily did not. She did not. She did keep that close to her vest. Okay. She did. And that is integrity. She was asked not to show that. And she did what she was supposed to. And she didn't show them because she has integrity. However, if Gypsy's reaching out to Nina, who has posted anti stuff before, she may reach out to other creators that have posted anti things. And those creators may not have the integrity that Nina does. Okay, that's where a lot of this has to go. This isn't about Gypsy reaching out necessarily to Nina. It is about the fact that while Nina held the integrity, okay, another creator, we don't know who all Gypsy's reached out to at this point. Well, yeah, Nina did also say false things like pregnant and divorced, which are inaccurate. But we don't know who all Gypsy's talking to, trying to get people to stop hating her. No, because I already had this let's see, hold on. I'm gonna address this right now. Am I more upset because Gypsy contacted Nina instead of me, Caroline? I've had this information for a month, so no. No, I've had this information for a month. It doesn't matter to me. I already had it. As Christy just says, not pregnant, still married. There you go. There's at the horse's mouth right there. She's not pregnant, still married. There you go. My worry is that with the information that we have been so diligently holding on to, trying to make sure that the fucking I's were dotted, the T's were crossed, we didn't want this getting out. With Gypsy reaching out to Nina, we don't know who all she reached out to. And we don't know what creators are going to take advantage of that fact. Show receipts, show text messages, show recorded phone calls, show whatever needed to be done. Okay. If she has enough bait charges, why are we being dragged into it? Because we were helping. We were helping we had first of all, because of our firsthand fucking knowledge of what all we were fucking told. For starters.
Witnesses to begin with.
Right. Because we were up front and in it. That was part of the reason why me and Court are in it now. Because we were in it then. Okay. And so it's not even the fact that Gypsy reached out to Nina. It's not the fact that Nina had any intention of releasing anything. She had these text messages. She did not release them. She showed the integrity. Okay. She did 100%. And I hope Nina knows that it's not about where I think Nina was going to necessarily say anything. We don't know what other creators she has reached out to. And those creators may not have, they're not going to have the best interest in mind. They're going to say, I got talked to, follow me, like my stuff. I'm talking to the source and she's telling me, and they can insert any fucking lie they want. They can insert any fucking lie they want, because once they show proof that they've talked to the person that is involved, that they can run rampant with anything they want to say. So this was never about Nina. This is about the fact that she at this point is reaching out to creators. Number one, making it makes it look like shit, because at this point we're all being reached out to and we all look like we're trying to be turned, which is why I originally got a hold of Christy, is the fact that it looks like we're all trying to be turned. And I called her upset. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, the fuck? Are we all trying to be played? Are we trying to be played? I was upset. I was talking over her. I was upset. And I'm like, look, first me and Court were reached out to. Now this one, we don't even know who else is being reached out to. Is the true crime community trying to be turned in on itself? Is there havoc that is trying to be made behind the scenes? She assured me there wasn't. Okay. She assured me there wasn't. There is no statement to be made because I'm not telling all of the details. Spoiler alert, you're all being played. Maybe. Now, I can tell you this. I've had numerous conversations with Christy as a person, as an individual. Okay? And I'm not going to talk about all the things that we've talked about or whatever. But to me, and I could eat these words. I don't know how far we are. We are 46 minutes and 46 minutes and 45 seconds into my live stream. So at this price point, you can do this. If I am being played, it won't be the first time. It won't be the last. It's happened to me numerous times. If I'm being played, I'm being played, and I understand that.
Well,
at this point,
being played, I would have said something not been right every time.
Right. My husband has called every single time that I've been played. He called April out in a week and a half. He called her out before I did. And he doesn't feel like anything is going on. Now, do I know with 100, of course he says I would never do that to Ryan or Court. Do I know with everything in me that this paper is going to go through? Look, I've had my own doubts. Okay. I've had my own doubts. I said that to Christy myself. I said, this has taken a really long time. But there is also, because of what is being involved, there is a lot that has to be together to make sure that when this paper goes through, that it goes through and it fucking sticks. Because this isn't just a one-off. This isn't just there's one thing happening. There's several. And those several require lots and lots and lots of proof. Do I feel like Christy's building me to build her case? So, do me and Court have a unique advantage in this because we were where we were? Yes. Was she doing this before, and could she have had this without us? I do absolutely believe that. We are just another brick in the case. So then, of course, people are going to say, well, because you can help. That's the only reason that you're important. Then believe it.
So what if that's the case?
Look, if I knew that somebody could help me, I would ask them to help me. I don't know why Gypsy hasn't talked to me. She's come in here. Look, I don't know. Probably because because my content has been, now have I been discussed in the household? Yeah. I have. She knows where I'm coming from. She knows where I'm coming from. So she knows where I'm at. So I think maybe in her mind, if she reaches out to me, I may go off on her. Okay. I know the conversations that have been had about me behind closed doors. So there is a large possibility that she probably does not. I mean, look, guys, look at me. I'm fucking abrasive. I'm abrasive as fuck. Am I still going to spend time with Christy at her house? I don't know. Maybe we're planning shit. Who knows? I'm abrasive as fuck. I mean, I'm in your face. We all know this. There's a whole ass clip going around where I outed all of my insecurities and somebody clipped them for you all to enjoy. Okay. We know this. So would you, if I was making content about you, would you want to call me up and be like, hey, let's chat?
Yes, actually I would.
You like the no BS. You like the no
I'm
BS.
very straightforward, and there you go.
But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want to, be whatever. Anyway, a lot of people don't want to have this come at them. I'm an asshole.
I don't mind.
I'm an asshole.
Come at me, baby.
Be quiet, please. You're supposed to be playing your game.
I want some.
I get he's feeling better now. He's feeling better now. He's feeling better now.
I'm sure the painkillers will wear off here.
But what I'm boiling down to is this, and I don't want Nina to feel like I thought she was going to necessarily out the beans, okay? Because I don't know her. I don't know if she was going to. I know that she had talked about.
This wasn't in case.
Right. Well, it's not even just that. I know that I had seen videos of, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about that. I did not know what was going to be talked about. Okay. I don't. But more than anything, if she finds a creator that does not have the integrity of Nina, that is in it for follows and views, that is going to say shit that is not going to help her, I wanted to get out ahead of the game and be like, look, and I've told Christy, shut her the hell up. Jesus Christ. She has put her foot in her mouth on social media. More times I have had conversations with her about stop with the stupid comments. Stop with the bullshit. Stop putting your fucking foot in your mouth on social media. Apparently, nobody listens to me. They say trying, right? Okay, a family friend. Be quiet. A family friend says, we're trying, Ryan, I swear. Unfortunately, Gypsy is her own person. Christy says, I talk to Ryan because she listens to me and I listen to Ryan. It's a respect thing. Absolutely. If we were to take Gypsy out of the equation, okay, me and Christy have a lot of things that are similar, and that we have a friendship that is beyond what has happened. Have we met because of this shit? Yes. Am I glad we met because of this shit? Yes. She is a good, genuine person. Now, if I find out you are playing me, I'm going to be pissed and I'm going to be on here and it's going to be ugly. Just so you know. Let's put that out there at 52-53. Okay. I don't like being played. Okay, I don't. So I'm putting that out there. The fact that Nina knew this for 48 hours and didn't say anything says something. It does. She did not show the screenshots. Which says something. 100%. My worry is if Gypsy is reaching out to a creator that has put such anti-stuff out, trying to sway her opinion. Because it's hard being hated, y'all. It's hard being hated. Okay? And a lot of us, once we're hated, we try to make people not hate us. It's hard being hated. It's hard waking up in the morning and seeing anti-shit about you. Trust me, I know. We all know this. I wake up every morning to more anti-shit about me in my fucking inboxes. Oh, did you hear this? Did you hear that? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? And it is common personal fucking humanity nature that Gypsy is reaching out to content creators saying, thank you, I appreciate that. Should we screenshot that for posterity? There we go. All right. It is common human nature that she is reaching out to content creators that are bashing her, trying to show her human side. It's in her human nature. Nobody likes to be hated. So she reached out to Nina because she does post anti-content. And she wanted to be a human person. And Nina's seen the vulnerability and had the integrity to not talk. But if they've reached out to Nina, who the hell else is she reaching out to that may not have her best interest in mind? And by not having her best interest in mind, putting out false things of what Christy is trying to do legally. Because this isn't about, in the end, Gypsy. Okay? You guys have it in your head that it's about Gypsy. Well, Gypsy did this, and Gypsy did that, and Gypsy reached out to Nina, but it's not. Gypsy, in all honesty, I'm going to put this on the record right now, 55-17. Gypsy didn't have the right to reach out to another creator about this. It wasn't just her, it was affecting. Christy did not want this out at this point. She did not want this out, and she didn't know from anybody from a hole in the wall who's going to say what. Okay? So it wasn't really Gypsy's right to talk about it, honestly. I'm Christy's mouthpiece now. No, Christy's in here. She can talk. She's fine. No, she's in here. You can, whatever. No, she wasn't warning Nina. From what I understand, Gypsy was very nice to Nina. And Nina was very respectful with not showing the screenshots because she was asked not to. So, you know, it's hard because I understand why Gypsy did it. She wanted to be like, hey, here's a piece of information that I'm only going to give you. I'm a real genuine person. Please stop posting garbage about me type deal. I'm trying, whatever. But Gypsy shouldn't have went and told anybody anything, because if she told Nina, who has integrity, she might have told Joey that doesn't have integrity. Well, I mean, because there's things going on, Abner. I mean, obviously Gypsy knows she's part of it, you know? So what info to well, I mean, I'm going to tell you this. There's legal measures in par. April has been screaming since I've known her. J Bean, I'm not going to go into whatever. April has been saying since we've known her, sue me. I don't care about a cease and desist. I'll talk anyways. I'll counter sue. Yada, yada, fucking yada. Okay. This has been 7 years in the works. Okay. Christy, at one point, they had gone at it. Then it went quiet. It went quiet for like 4 years. Okay. It went quiet. Gypsy gets out. Shit gets stirred again. April's on her bullshit again. But she's on her bullshit in a way that she had not been on her bullshit before. I'm not saying she's being sued, whatever. I'm saying there's legal action that's being taken. I'm not going to go into what. I'm not going into all of whatever. It is multifaceted. And, you know, all that they've ever wanted, all that they've ever requested is that true crime creators like me, like Court, like Nina, and like many others stick to the court case. If we want to try to talk about the court case, even if it's in the negative, talk about the court case. What April's done is drag Christy in it time and fucking again. Okay. If April had stuck to the plan, stuck to the advice, stuck to the integrity of discussing Gypsy Rose. Now, first of all, she was never going to do that correctly because she came at this in a very bad way. But I'm not having legal action at me. Court's not having legal action at her. Nina's not having legal action at her. And we've all discussed Gypsy. This is not about going after people for going after Gypsy. This is about the fact that April Johns, for the better part of God knows how fucking long as I've known her, has put out piece after piece after piece after piece of just horrible, awful shit. And I can tell you, as a person who wakes up to that shit, it sucks when you see lies spewed out of the mouths of people that because they once knew you look credible. Well, but they knew each other. It must be true. No, it's not. Things are not true just because somebody used to know somebody. It's called they don't want people in their corner. So they're going to say whatever the hell they have to say to get their point across and to be believed. I've been there, done that too. Well, but nothing. But nothing. Just because I knew you in the past does not give you insight to who I am or where I'm at for you to say that I've done or said anything. But because you once knew me, it gives you credibility. And that is the problem. Because as April has run her mouth for years now, it sounds like there's some type of credibility because she once knew the family. And there is no credibility because April doesn't know how to tell the truth to begin with, as we've all seen. Every video that we've ever caught her lying in. Okay? So the thing is that's going on, and I hope that if Gypsy has reached out to another creator, that because I got ahead of this shit, that if they come on, that they've been reached out to, and they're like, oh, I have all the tea. I'm going to tell you guys everything that you guys remember tonight. And that you remember that I said that she may have reached out to numerous creators to try to be humanized. You have to remember, she ain't smart at the social game. Let's just be real. She ain't smart at the social game. She has come out here, put her fucking foot up her own ass more times than either one of us can count, okay? She's not smart at this. And she's reaching out to people that aren't going to have her best interest. So what I'm doing is going out there because I've seen that she reached out to Nina, somebody with integrity. She may reach out to numerous people who don't have integrity. And I want that you guys to remember that if what you are hearing from me is accurate, that there is legal action that I'm not going to go into currently until everything has been served. Once it's been served, then we will go into it. But until everything is served, there is things going on. April is going to have an issue that is going to involve what all she has said, what all she has done. And if you can put 5 and 5 together and get 10, then you're going to know the things I'm talking about. She has done unethical things. She has said things that were not accurate nor true. And so she has compiled more than numerous things that has been going on. Since Natasha has said the same as Fancy, is she being sued also? I couldn't tell you. As far as I'm aware, no. There's a difference. Here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. There's a difference between talking shit on somebody, and April has gone above and beyond. Okay, she has went on numerous platforms stating things that are not true, that has happened between them, things that have been done that have happened that there's no proof of. Talking shit about somebody is not something you can take legal action on. That is the same thing as girls gossiping in the hallway or writing on a wall.
That's what they tell you. You don't like it, stay off the internet.
Exactly. They'll tell you if you don't like it, stay off the fucking internet. Block them. That's what they'll tell you. Block them. Stay off the internet. Grow up is what they'll tell you. This has been beyond. April has went above and beyond just a standard shit talk at this point. When you take it real world, when you are doing things that are doing things to people in real world, that's when shit can happen. And so at this point, Christy has amassed 7 years of shit that normally, more than likely, she wouldn't have done. That she normally wouldn't have done. April went on to say that Christy helped cover up what Gypsy did. Do you understand that she has implicated her in a schmurder? She has implicated her in a schmurder. This is not your hair is ugly. This is not you've been a shitty person. She has went, and we have the recording of her saying that she feels that Christy helped her fucking cover up a schmurder. This is not just shit talking at this point. Okay? And said that she's worse than Dee Dee. Said there's a lot of things that have been said that are not just shit talking. She has accused her of being an accomplice. Okay? And at that point, it's like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Because at this point, it's not just, hey, she's a bitch. It's, hey, she's an accomplice. Hey, she's done this and that and whatever else. She's been accused of harassing, stalking, bullying. And I actually implore you guys, can you show me one text message, one post, one video that has ever proven that Christy has ever stalked or harassed or cyberbullied that woman? Because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. She's accusing her of all these things while doing those things. And here's the deal, ethically, with the fucking medical records, because let's talk about it. Did Christy hand out the medical records to numerous people? Yeah. Was it smart? No. Should they have been given the fuck back? Yes. And what they shouldn't have been done is been discussed on a damn podcast. What they shouldn't have done is been partially put behind a paywall. She had me so fucking snowed. She had, let's see, I accused Gypsy of using the knife. Yeah, because I still wonder. This is not a pro-Gypsy statement.
Not implicating someone else.
I still wonder if she did, as we all do as a true crime person. Christy's aware. Gypsy's aware. I still wonder what her part is in it. And? Fucking and? What do you want me to say? Okay? Yeah, I fucking did. What's your point? True crime is about theories and wondering and things like that. But what, it's ridiculous. I don't know. So she, with the fucking records, she had me so fucking snowed. And I'm like, so we can, so you can put them up. Yeah. You sure that this isn't against like some fucking weird thing like HIPAA or some shit? I looked up HIPAA. It's not against HIPAA. It's not against whatever. She gave you permission. These are yours, right? Yeah. She told me a bunch of shit that wasn't accurate. Had me fucking twisted up in a fucking tizzy. Had me up in a fucking tizzy. Okay? But ethically, morally, it is not okay. When Gypsy or when Bob or when Maria went to the doctor in 2011, they did not think in 2024 that their shit was going to be on the internet. There is some expectation of privacy. Okay, Christy just said, that was my mistake. I took accountability. It's not all like what people think. She was, by the way, she was giving them to trusted people. People she thought she could trust. Okay? People turn on you. People turn on you at the drop of a fucking dime. I turned on Fancy. No. Get your shit straight. Get your shit straight. Okay? So why does Fancy talk to her workers like shit? Because that's what she does, for starters. But anyway, she didn't return them because she felt like they were hers. Okay? She said they were hers. They were signed to her. She owned the rights to them. To someone else's medical records. Okay? She had me just as fucked up as you guys. She didn't give all the medical records to Natasha Cooper, by the way. All right, let's ask the question. Who did? Who did? Let Christy answer. Who gave all of the records to Natasha? I'm going to be taking the heat on this, by the way, Christy, so make sure you're telling the truth. Because she's already reaming me every night, by the way. Because Natasha's already taken it on her platform, multiple platforms, apparently. Dawn Boker. Dawn Boker gave them to Natasha. Because Natasha's taken it upon to ream me on social platforms because of my involvement in this. The minute I got involved, she started reaming me. So there you go. There's my involvement. I'm going to ask the questions. Apparently, Dawn Boker gave Natasha the medical records, not Christy. Why did you give them to anyone? They're asking. Here's the deal. No, Christy didn't. Christy, did you give any to Natasha? She's saying that she didn't give all of them. She said that she didn't give all of them. Dawn, if you don't know, Dawn Boker was Nick's ex. Okay, we're not going to get into Dawn. Dawn was Nick's ex. There was a whole fucking debacle with that. There was a whole fucking debacle on that. I'm not going to go into Dawn. I'm not going to go into any of that. Okay, that is not for today. That is not for right now. That is not for me to get into. That is not for me to get into. Why did Dawn have them? Rainbow wants to know, why did Dawn have them? Let's get all the shit out there. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Okay? Why did Dawn have them? How did Dawn get them? Why did Dawn have them? She was working with April. That makes sense considering what I know. If you know about that situation, then you know off that situation. Okay. If you know about that situation, April apparently got Dawn to do some shady shit to Nick. So that would make sense that April gave it to him. Can I ask how you feel Gyps gave this legal info to Nina? And that's why I've already said that. Because if I already had this information a month ago, okay, well, why are you doing it now? Blah, blah, blah. Because if Gypsy reached out to Nina, who has integrity, she may have reached out to other creators who do not have integrity. Okay. And they may put out the wrong info. And I'm looking after my friend. Number one. Number two, my back has been against a wall and I have been drugged on the internet in real time because I have things and I'm not saying them and I'm full of shit. And then here comes some creator that is going to not only put the information out there, but possibly put it out there wrong. I don't want it out there wrong. And I'm tired of my back being against a fucking wall. So you can take that however the fuck you want to take it. But when I'm waking up and I'm getting drugged in real fucking time, and then some schmo blow comes along saying the wrong information, I don't want that to be the wrong information. I know what the right information is. I've been sitting on the right information. And now I'm being drugged because I'm not giving it. And now somebody else is going to do it and probably do it wrong. And I'm not talking about Nina. Does that answer your fucking question? Christy gave him to April. April gave him to Dawn. Dawn gave him to Natasha Cooper. Did anybody follow that fucking rabbit hole? Christy to April. April to Dawn. Dawn to Natasha Cooper. That is how Natasha Cooper got the fucking records. Does that help? Does that help? Okay, cool. So April should have given back the records. April should give back the records. Period. I'm reading these. I should break out the crayons. Natasha said Kirsty gave them to her. Here's the one time you're going to hear me say something. Okay, that's fine. Here's the one time you're going to hear me say something because I make it a point to not talk about Natasha Cooper. She's drugged me on numerous social media outlets. Apparently, she was dragging me on Rumble last night, YouTube like the day or two before, TikTok the day before that. Okay. You don't have to believe everything she says because she's not been the most ethical, moral, believable person on the planet. Now, she has put down, because of my involvement in this case, because I talked, and it all started, by the way, when Natasha was in a live of mine, and somebody asked Christy, do you talk to Natasha? She said no, and the next thing I know, I'm being dragged because I do. I've been dragged for my piercings, my tattoos, my weight, my job, my sexuality, the whole nine. If there's something to drag about me, you can go look on her true crime page and there's a cartoon of me. So how's that for fucking integrity? She has more than drugged me on every fucking social media outlet when all I said was she reached out to me and she was nice. Okay? So if you want to go off the things that she says, feel free. But I can also tell you that if you guys are followers of mine, you know who I am as a person. And you know that dragging somebody's piercings, tattoos, jobs, weight, sexuality is not something that an ethical, moral, professional, true crime person should do. If you have a beef with another creator, have a beef with another creator, but what you don't need to bring into it is shit like that doesn't make any sense. So if you want to believe her, believe her. Christy she had to leave. And I'm sure you guys are going to say all sorts of shit about that, but Rod was calling her and she had to go take the phone call. So you can believe it or don't. Okay. You guys can. Okay, hold on. So did Mama Duke lie about Christy giving the records? We're gonna continue on.
Bear's about to start getting angry.
No, we're gonna continue on with that. I'm not getting into that particular situation because of personal issues I have at the moment. I'm not getting into that situation. No. So So why, let's see. That's what I believe, Amanda, but then again, you know what the hell. Okay, so no, it's okay. It's okay, Heather. No, it's not that. I'm not getting into that box of worms. I'm not getting into that box of worms because the records were never given. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. There was some records given and there was some that were not given. There were some records that were and there was some that were not. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. So she had, well, you know what? Okay, so Christy gave out the records initially because people were like, she had no right to do that. I'm going to tell you why she did it. Okay, I'm going to tell you why she did it. April had come to them as a producer, saying that she was going to tell Gypsy's story the way Gypsy wanted it done, and that's part of the reason why they turned down the act. They turned down the act because they didn't feel like, I think it was Michelle Dean, was going to go their way. They didn't really talk to Gypsy. So here comes April as a producer, like she's everything else, and said, I'm going to tell Gypsy's story the way it needs to be told, the way you want it to be told. And we're going to do this accurately. And for that, I need all the information. So they gave her the medical records so that she could go over it to make it as true and ethical and accurate as it could be. And when they parted ways, she didn't give them back. I probably shouldn't believe all that Christy feeds me, get the crayons and connector lines. That's why I called her out today. I called her today and I said, look, I feel like something's weird. I feel like something's weird. I wonder why all of a sudden all the true crime people are being talked to.
That's the thing. She has, and that's what led her to the position she's in now.
Right. He was there when I was on the phone with her.
It's getting fucking ridiculous.
I did call her and I said, hey, I'm getting called, I'm getting contacted. Courtney's getting contacted. Nina's getting contacted. We don't know who else has been contacted.
I think she just came to this decision willy-nilly.
And it looks weird. It looks bad on you. It looks bad on me. And if I'm being played, you guys will find out about it. Because if I'm being played, I don't take that lightly, as you guys know. I don't take that lightly. If, for whatever reason, it doesn't go through, for whatever reason, and it's legit, I'll tell you. If I'm being played, I'll tell you. I have no problem, because here's the deal. If I get played, it won't be the first time. It won't be the last time. I have a heart, and it's really big, and it gets me into a lot of fucking trouble. I trust the wrong people all the fucking time. And it gets me in a lot of trouble. My husband knows this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if I get played, I'll let you know. Because
usually that's why I call out that she's being played.
Mm-hmm.
If she was being played right now, I would have called it out.
So there, that's where it boils down to at this point. I'll let you guys know if I was played. I got no problem with that. Because when I'm played, I have no problem calling that person out if I were to get played. But I will tell you this. For instance, when I told her, we've been sitting on this for a month. And now we don't know what the hell's going to be said or how it's going to be said. My back's been against a wall for a month. People have been coming in and asking me what's been going on for a month. I look like a liar because I said I had an announcement I couldn't give. And now I look like a fucking liar. I don't appreciate it. I said people are going real world saying that I'm this, I'm that, whatever. And I said, and I don't appreciate it. You know what she said? She could have said, don't say anything. I trusted you with this. She could have said that. It would have hit me because I'd have been like, yeah, she did. Which is why I'm not giving details. Because there's details, but I'm not giving them. But you know what she said? I hate this for you. Go ahead and tell it. She could have begged me not to. She could have begged me to stay quiet. This isn't about, Tangy, this is not about that. No, this is about April going after and accusing Christy of being an accomplice in a schmurder, which we have it on fucking video. Okay. This isn't about who goes after Gypsy. This isn't about nothing. This isn't about conjecture in a case. This has to do with April saying things like Christy has been harassing her, stalking her, cyberbullying her, cyberstalking her, that she is an accomplice in a fucking murder cover-up. Okay, this is about the things that she has said. Yes, April has dragged kids into this. Tori's kids, my kid, my abuser, fucking said it. All right, so this is not about, oh, well, she put some things out there about Gypsy. So the fuck have I. So the fuck have I. You see me getting an issue? No, because this was never about Gypsy. This is about Christy and what April is doing to Christy, which is why Gypsy shouldn't have talked to anybody. Anybody. Can we just call her Fancy to save on confusion? Why?
No.
Why? You guys have decided that my legal name has no relevance. That the name on my driver's license has no relevance. That you guys want to call me Stacy because that was the name that I had at birth, that I paid to have changed, and I have it on my license. Meanwhile, April has an alias that she works under that I signed an NDA with a fake person who did not exist. So no, I will not give her the respect of doing the name she wants when I cannot get the respect of having the name that I have that is mine, whether I paid for it or not. I asked for the respect to be called who I am, like any other person in the LGBTQ community, like any person who has been married and changed their last name, and I don't get that respect for the name that I legally have. So fuck April. Not Fancy. Her legal name that she wanted, by the way, she wanted to put my name out there. She wanted to spell it phonetically. She wanted to put it on the Good Wives Network. Ryan Lee Geyer. Guyor. Doxed my motherfucking self. How you like that, Apple? Because she did it already. But guess what? Because of this shit, because of my kid, because of all of it, my name is being changed in a fucking week. I'm not going to have the same last name. I'm not going to have the same middle name. Have fucking fun now. Use that name. Buy it. I don't care. Wear it on a t-shirt. But what I'm not going to do is allow anybody in my presence to say that her name is Fancy. It's fucking April. And what she has done, whether it is outing Tori's child, whether it is contacting my abuser, whether it is saying that I not only brought the abuse on myself, but abused her when she has the record for doing it, that I ruined her life, that I've watched her drag Christy, that I've watched her accuse her of being an accomplished schmurder, that if you think that I'm not going to sit here and get passionate and agitated of what this woman has done, you are sorely mistaken. This isn't about Gypsy Rose Blanchard as much as everybody would love to think that it is. It's not. It is about what April has done to Christy. And I can tell you as a person who wakes up every fucking day, and now that I've asked people to stop, thank you, Jesus, I was waking up to pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of Reddit shit, of untrue, lying bullshit every day. So I know what it is like to wake up to lies and bullshit from a person on the daily. So yeah, I'm a little fucking heated. So does April have as many records as she says she does? She's missing a significant portion, and she's even admitted to it. She is obsessed with Christy. She has been. If you go to the Good Wives Network, where she has been publicly, number one, saying everything wrong about what happened in our thing, which I have proven her whole story wrong. But if you go there, she is writing all sorts of stuff at Christy, all sorts of stuff at me, all sorts of stuff at Tori, all sorts of stuff at Brandy, because that's what she does. Because the more she red herrings everybody else, nobody looks at her. Nobody looks at her. But guess what? All eyes on you, April. You kept fucking with people, and you could have walked away. And now Christy's had it. And there will be issues towards you more than the cease and desist that you have willingly online been recorded saying that you will not get, that if you don't get it, you don't have to abide by it. There's a record you never picked it up. There's a record that you chose to purposely not pick up a legal document that you willingly knew was there. You know it's there. You went online saying you knew it was there, and you went on there saying you would refuse to pick it up. So guess what? That's been noted in the court files as well, that you are willingly not picking that up, just so you know. And not to mention, by the way, yeah, let's bring that up. Not only did she out Tori's kid, not only does she not allow me to have the name that is mine, but she also said that Bree was a trans man and identified as a trans man, or that he was a man. She was, how did she even say it? Because she kept misgendering. That Bree was a man that was a trans woman, which I have the video for that too. Check the YouTube. She said she never said it. It's in the YouTube. Feel free to go look. She said she never said that neither, but I have her dead to rights. So she has completely decimated anyone in the LGBTQ community, which is why I'm frustrated. She has slandered and defamed and accused my friend of shit, okay, which angers me. She has said that I was not abused, that I brought on my own abuse, and that I abused my abuser, which angers me. She reached out to my abuser, which angers me. She has dead named me. For whatever reason I chose to change my name, it's none of her business, but she has dead named me. So therefore, the name that is not legally hers, that she chooses to go by, she will be known as, period. She also decided to share Court's unaliving story. After she wanted to make fun of us for saying that she wanted to say that we made fun of her for her miscarriage story. No, I said it wasn't true, and I laughed at her theatrics, number one. Number two, she wanted to say about how, I don't even know, like we made fun of her for wanting to unalive herself, and what we said was she would threaten and take it back, and we showed a text message that she uploaded to fucking Facebook. It was already there. She fucking did it. She didn't even realize she fucking did it. And in that, she outed Courtney's story of her unaliving attempt. Do you understand how many people this woman has rung through the ringer? She brought Tori's child now. They're worried they are going to unalive themselves over what April has done. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? This isn't about Ryan and April drama, okay? This isn't even about Christy and April drama. This is about the fact that at some point in the near fucking future, don't ask me fucking when the fucking shit gets legally signed, documented, and delivered, she's going to have to be held accountable. She's going to have to be accountable of what the fuck she has done. And am I going to get my justice? No. Is Court going to get her justice? No. Is Bree going to get her justice? No. Is Tori going to get her justice? No. But you know what? I guess Christy will get all the justice we need. Because Lord knows there's pages and pages and videos of proof. Now, if somehow this doesn't get delivered, not on me. I was merely the fucking messenger. If somehow April fucking beats this, I'm moving to Canada. Because at that point, if the justice system is that broken with as much shit as there is, I'm moving to fucking Canada.
I got one thing for you. Trump.
Right. We'll go willingly. We'll go willingly. Oh, you welcome me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have a lot of Canadian friends, actually. I have a lot of Canadian friends. No, the Gypsy's not paying for it.
Toronto, so I can work at Magna.
Right.
I got friends there. I know I'd get a job.
So, anyways, I wanted to get on here not to get ahead of Nina, to get ahead of anybody else that she may have reached out to, telling things that don't need to be told yet because people are going to twist things. Yes, me and Court have had the fucking information since we told you a month ago. And Nina has showed integrity. She did not show the text messages.
So
But
good
who?
on Nina.
Right. Yay, Nina. Before anybody says I'm a Nina basher, okay?
No, Nina did good.
She didn't show the messages, but we don't know who else she talked to. We don't know who else she talked to. Okay? Jesus Christ, what if she reaches out to fucking Natasha? Can you even see how that's gonna fucking go? Can you even see how that is gonna fucking go? If she reaches out to fucking Natasha. It's not about the case. It's not about the case. It is about, well, her case anyways. I don't know why I don't know if she deleted her shit. I don't have any idea. This live isn't going to be on YouTube. Yes, it's already on. It's over there now. I'm going live on YouTube right now. I don't know if she did delete her social media. I don't know. I do know this. She's got to stop sticking her foot in her mouth, and maybe getting off social media is probably the best thing she can do. I don't know. It'll be back. She always deletes her shit and comes back. I don't know why she would have deleted it. Maybe she was in here. Maybe she heard what I was saying. Maybe she realized that probably wasn't the best idea. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. No, it's too late. It's already been recorded.
Her PO, okay, look, I know what's going on with her PO, and I know what's going on the social media aspect. It stands for what the hell just happened apparently just now. That I don't know. I can find out later. That's not what's going on. They've just told her to be careful with what she says on social media. That's all. She's allowed to post. She's allowed to do whatever. She's allowed to have a social media life. Okay? She's allowed. She's been on there. Just be smarter, you know? No, she's not going to run to April. Gypsy has a long-standing history with April. She's not going to run to April. She's not going to run to April. So I just wanted it. It's not the fact of Nina necessarily. Knowing that she ran to Nina, I just don't know who else the fuck she ran to. So I got on the phone with Kirsty and said, look, we've been holding on to this for a month. If we want it to be done, said accurately, done correctly, done whatever. I don't know what else she told Nina. I don't know what Nina would have said. Nina had not said anything. She had not shown the text messages, and it could have very well been a secret forever. And she very well could have only reached out to Nina, and we very well didn't even need to say anything about this. We will never know. We will never know. But if she's reaching out to a creator who has made anti/gossip account content, who else is she? Would she try to turn Natasha? We don't know. And we all know that, God forbid, had that happened, it would have been a fucking shit show. So what is going on legally is going on legally. It's supposed to happen in the near relevant future. Look, I can't tell you whether it is, whether it isn't. I only know what I've been involved in for the past month. If it doesn't, not on me. If it does, not on me. I am merely the keeper of the secrets, and I was merely told to release the secret. I'm not telling what all is being done. I'm not telling what all is being filed. There are things, and they are filed, and either they're going to stick or they ain't. I can tell you with everything that has been turned in, if it doesn't stick, I'm moving to Canada. Period. I didn't say she's suing. I said there's a lot of shit being filed. Don't worry about it. There's shit going on. Please reach out and try to help Gypsy. Look, I've told Kirsty I am more than willing to talk to her. If she wants to talk to me, I'll talk to her. I'm not going to kid glove it. I'll talk to her like I would talk to anybody else. I'm a very understanding, believe it or not. I'm a very understanding person. When you're on the phone with me, I'm a very understanding person. Explain things to me, help me understand. But if I see that it is going somewhere where I'm, where there's bullshit to be had, like when I texted Christy today and I was like, you have an hour to text me back. I said, because I am agitated. Like, I need to talk to you. Okay, I need to talk to you. She's like, call me. And she didn't get a whole lot of words in. I said, what is going on? I said, because we're all being contacted and it looks like we are all being played. And she's like, I don't know. She's like, I've talked to her about it. And she says that she only said this particular portion to Nina. She says she didn't tell Nina everything. But at this point, did she? And she doesn't want to say it. I don't know. Okay, so I have a question. Here we go. I have a question. Well, apparently she did get rid of it. I have a question. Dragonfly, are you one of the shit people? Just wondering. Maybe not. Well, right. And, and that isn't a thing, Nina has a lot of followers, she has built a good platform for herself. She has built a good platform for herself, via her makeup and her true crime, and a lot of it being on Gypsy. Okay. And what better way for Gypsy to get, maybe some good things her way is to turn a creator. And that could have been her intention. I don't know. That could have been her intention. I haven't talked to her. Her intention could have been as simple as, I'm a human being. Please understand that I'm a good person. And her intention could have been, if I suck up, she'll stop making content about me. I don't know. I have no idea. I know. I just gave her props. I said for her makeup, her true crime, and a lot of that does involve Gypsy. I didn't say only Gypsy. I said a lot of it does involve. That's all I said. And I'm glad that this is being recorded not only on YouTube, but in my things, because when people twist what I say, and they will, I have it. Because you guys are going to say that I'm anti-Nina. I'm not. I was concerned because if she had reached out to Nina, who was posting some rumors and she was posting as much anti-comment as I was. Okay, so let's just be real. I posted anti-content. She's posted anti-content. She's also posted gossips and rumor. Now, if she was going to reach out to somebody like that, who's to say she wasn't going to reach out to somebody like Natasha, somebody else, whatever. And while Nina has the integrity to not open her mouth, another creator may not have the integrity to not open their mouth. And we've been holding on to this fucking secret for a goddamn month, trying to make sure that, it didn't get talked about. And now we're talking about it because we kind of are backed into a fucking corner. You see what I mean? Nina started the rumor that Gypsy married her brother. I don't think it was Nina. Because I know that what is that one creator that really talked about it? Jay Lee or something? I don't even know if Jay Lee did it. I know Jay Lee made it real popular. Nina did not start that rumor. It'll make me a blanket. It came from a lot of people. Don't blame Nina for that, because I saw a lot of people that it came from. I saw a lot of people that it came from. Yeah, the Southern lady, Jay Lee. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, I do. The comments are going really fast. I do have YouTube going. I'm trying to not squirrel away in the ADHD. Nina started the genealogy stuff. I don't think she did. And I could be wrong, but I don't think she did. She shared it like a lot of creators do. And here's the thing. So content creators, especially true crime, we don't usually have the source to confirm whether it was or it wasn't. Okay. True crime creators, we don't know the victims, we don't know the people involved. We cover cases, and that's it. It is what it is. We cover the cases. Normally, we don't have firsthand knowledge of the person, the situation, etc. And so, a lot of creators posted that they were not married. A lot of creators posted that she was pregnant. A lot of creators said that they were brother and sister. A lot of creators did that because they did not have anybody saying, you know what, this is not true. And that is normal in a true crime case. So she did what every other true crime creator did. I didn't, just because I knew the difference. But to be fair, would I have had I not known? Probably, because that's what we do as true crime creators. When we get a tidbit, we post on it. When we get a tidbit, we post on it. So had I not known the difference, I probably would have posted on it as well. So I would have been the exact same. I would have been in the exact same boat. Be free, you have no idea.
Level 22.
Are you really already?
Oh, I hadn't even unlocked Archer when I got on.
Jesus. Nina deleted it after she uploaded it. She definitely spread it. I don't know. I don't know. Look, like I said, I know Nina acquaintance wise. Okay. From what I've seen, from what I understand, she has been a creator that, you know, seems to be fair. She did have these text messages for, you know, over a day and a half, and did not immediately go, oh, she texted me, here's all the screenshots. She told me not to do them, but here, she didn't. She said, you know, she doesn't want me to send the screenshots, so she didn't. Okay. Give her that respect. Give her that respect. Do I know with any certainty if she would or wouldn't have talked about it? I don't know. I don't know, because in one of the videos that I saw, she said that she was going to sit down and talk about some of the items. And I don't know what items. I don't know what she was going to say. I have no idea. I don't know. I wasn't in her head. She could have talked about something that had completely nothing to do with anything. She could talk about the fucking weather. I don't fucking know. But there was something talking about it. I don't know what it was. But she did not show the screenshots. What is my Facebook page? What does it matter? What does it matter? It's on my page because I showed all of April's fucking text messages. But I mean, that's a really random thing to ask out in the middle of fucking nowhere. So she didn't share the text messages, which is something. Hey, let her go get a drink real quick, please. She wants a drink. That's what she's freaking out about. We've all, let's see, okay, wait a minute. Okay, I can shove that shit right now. When you were up there with Fancy, you weren't giving her that respect. Really? Because I had a whole ass live with Nina. Or did you forget that? I had a whole ass live with her. She was talking about something, and me and her had a whole ass live together. So that's a crock of shit. That is a huge ass crock of shit. Me and Nina had a live, just me and her. She was on live and I came in with her. So that's a crock of shit. I have never disrespected her. We have followed each other. She may not follow me after today because she may think that I'm anti whatever, and I'm not. But my thing is not about the fact that she got reached out to Nina. It's the fact that God knows who the fuck she did reach out to. You know, Nina's got a huge platform, bigger than this one. It's a little bit smaller than my other platform, but it's bigger than this one. She reaches a lot of people. She's gotten followers very, very quickly. Okay, it would have been, it could have been smart to fucking, I don't know. What's up? Am I her keeper? No. This isn't about Gypsy. Are you not hearing me? What she did or what she didn't do has nothing to do with her. I am talking about what my friend is doing that Gypsy may or may not have spilled the beans on preemptively. I don't think she only got followers for talking about Gypsy. I know she does a lot of makeup. I know she does other true crime cases. I don't think she got that. No, I don't think that at all. Do I have a double sider in here? Probably. There's probably like 50 of them, to be honest.
Should I take my Tylenol and ibuprofen.
All right, how long are you staying up?
I'm gonna be up. I took a pretty damn long nap.
Okay, so it is working, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's what you need to take because as the dentist told me, you are not allowed to take the other one unless you are curled up dying. So take your ibuprofen.
For that once it really starts to wear off.
Yeah, so what I want you to do is I want you to take ibuprofen and Tylenol right now. And then in 6 hours, take...
One Tylenol, one ibuprofen.
Yes, and then in 6 hours, when it wears off, when you get to go to bed, take the big dog so you can get some good sleep because it's going to get bad at night, okay? That's what they told me to tell you. So, hold on. What's going on?
Surprised this thing hasn't stopped bleeding yet.
She said it may bleed for like a day. Like, yeah. Do you think you're going to be able to eat anything tonight? Probably not. I'm glad you did eat breakfast this morning. Huh?
It's slowing down.
Well, I'm glad you ate breakfast this morning, right? I fed him before he went into surgery. He had surgery on his face today. Oh, put some ice on it too, babe.
I got my ice pack in the freezer.
It's freezing. It's freezing. So I just, no straws. No straws. And I've gotten him from, he hasn't been vaping. He will later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have been? Just a little bit? Okay. All I wanted to do was get on here, and I'll succinctly say this. The announcement is due to April's behavior towards Christy. Christy is doing legal action against April that I will not be saying exactly what it is. There is a multitude. I'm not saying what it is. Now, she is supposed to be being hit with them in the near relevant future. Disclaimer, if it doesn't happen, not fucking on me. If it does happen, not fucking on me. If I am played in any way, shape, or form, y'all are going to fucking know about it because I'm going to be pissed as fuck. Do I think that I've talked to Christy numerous times. I think she's a very genuine person. Y'all can have your thoughts about her. Y'all can whatever. If you met her on the street and you didn't know about goddamn Gypsy, you'd fucking like her. I can tell you that. If you met her on the goddamn road and Gypsy Rose was not involved, y'all would like her. But because she's attached to Gypsy, now suddenly she's whatever. And that's a you problem, not a me problem. Period. And the fact is, when Gypsy decided to reach out to Nina, who with integrity did not show the screenshots, we don't know what other creators she reached out to that could have caused a huge fucking shitstorm. A huge fucking shitstorm. Because while Nina didn't go running her mouth, God knows who the fuck would have. And then they would have had the receipts to back it up. Well, Gypsy talks to me. Look at these screenshots. This is what she told me in a phone call. I don't have screenshots for that, but this is what she told me, and this is what's happening. And it could have been an entire fucking shitstorm. It could have been an entire fucking shitstorm. Because she trusted the wrong person. Luckily with Nina, she trusted the right person, and Nina didn't go shoving fucking screenshots. And didn't out shit. I'm probably being reported, so there you go. But, and can anybody confirm, did she actually delete her fucking ass TikTok? Can anybody actually confirm that? Well, that's interesting. Oh, she deleted her Facebook. Okay. You guys could have said that. She deleted everything? Maybe. Hey, Nikki! Little man jumped on her face. Little man likes to jump on her face. That's she's a big dog. Don't worry. She didn't do
She's
anything to him.
alive.
Yeah. No, okay, I want to say something now. That doesn't mean something is up. Something is up, she deleted it. No. More than likely, I think she realized she probably shouldn't be on social media. She probably realized she shouldn't be on social media. That or she reached out to somebody more than Nina. That's my worry. That's my worry is some creator is going to come on here and be like, "Oh yeah, she told me this, she told me that, whatever." And yes, that is actually true. She was talking about, yeah. Yeah, definitely. She was talking about going more private. I didn't think that was going to include like whole ass deletion. I thought it meant more or less posting shit as much. I feel like I thought it would be just more like, not posting as much. I didn't know that she was going to be deleting like whole ass shit. Didn't switch sides. I don't know how many times I have to fucking tell you people this. I still feel the way I fucking feel. Always have. I've never said otherwise. I'm friends with Christy. Okay? Until somebody proves to me otherwise, I am friends with Christy. Until I've proven I've been played, I'm friends with Christy, okay? This was about Christy. This is about what was Christy's business that was going to possibly be outed by God knows what fucking creator that could have gotten a hold of it. I don't necessarily think Nina, but who knows who the hell else was, told about it. Has nothing to do. It wasn't, yeah, because I, again, still have my own fucking thoughts about what Gypsy did and what she partook in. That also being said, April's a damn good manipulator too. April had me in a lot of shit. April had me thinking a lot of shit. Do I still think that Gypsy deserves to be in if Nixon? Yeah. I've always said that. If one's in, they need to both be in. If one's out, they need to both be out. I still stand by the shittiness of the situation. I do know that April had filled my head with some stuff that wasn't true. And I know wasn't true now. Not saying positive or negative towards Gypsy, but there was things that were filled in my head that were not true. So April, I'm sure this is going to reach you. And you can believe it or not. And maybe it'll happen and maybe it won't. But I know that what you've done is catching up to you. What you've done, and you took it beyond TikTok, you took it upon social media when you decided to accuse somebody of being an accomplished murderer, okay? When you've decided to do the things that you've done. And unfortunately, Tori or Courtney or I are never going to get our justice in that aspect. Because even though you took it real world, we don't have we can't, there's nothing we can say or do. Unfortunately, for us, we are never going to get our fucking justice. So the best that we could do, me and Cor, was to help Christy get hers. By combing social media, finding whatever post we needed to show that would help her to get the justice that she deserves. Because I can tell you, after going through 2 months of this shit, knowing that Christy went through X amount of years of it, I can't even fathom. Can't even fucking fathom. Because she doesn't have to stay in. Guys, I've been live for an hour and 53 minutes. You want her to stay in here the whole time? Somebody just asked why Christy has to magically leave. Because I've been live for an hour and 53 minutes.
Not everybody has their entire day to devote this shit to.
She had shit to do. She did not plan on any of this happening. Yeah. Big meanie. Ding, ding, ding. We knew if we let the cat out of the bag, she was going to start scrubbing her social media so that we couldn't get shit. So we didn't say anything while we quietly gathered intel. Well, it's all been submitted. So there you go. There you go. We gathered our intel. We kept quiet. The intel's been gathered. The intel's been turned in. Now we're waiting on the dotted I's and the crossed T's. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you guys act like Christy and Gypsy have to talk every day, all day. They are a 32-year-old and 52-year-old, respectively, women who are step to each other. Step to each other. What, they're supposed to talk every day? Is Gypsy supposed to call up Christy? Okay, today I talked to A, B, C, and D. We talked about A, B, C, and D. And then Christy calls and says, I talked to... They are grown-ass fucking women that are grown. 30 plus years old. They have their own lives. They don't have to fucking tell each other everything that they do. Terry Hobbs is from West Memphis 3. Exactly. That's another thing. Christy can't control who the fuck Gypsy talks to. But in this aspect, Christy was trying to keep this shit under wraps until she was served. Which is why I kept talking about I couldn't tell my big announcement. I couldn't tell my big announcement. I couldn't tell my big announcement because it was supposed to be done that Friday and it fucking wasn't because the goddamn lawyer went on fucking vacation. Okay? So it wasn't done and we've been trying to keep it under wraps. And now that it may not be under wraps when we were trying to get everything done, now we have to talk about it. Because while Nina kept her mouth shut, we don't know who Joe Bob may have been. And Joe Bob may not have kept his mouth shut. And said all sorts of crazy shit. Exactly. This is not about fucking Gypsy for the god. Yes, it has to do with the fact that she fucking opened her mouth. And she fucking should know. But we all know she is not the smartest person when it comes to social fucking media. Look at the shit she's posted. Look at the shit she's commented. Look at the things I fucking told Christy to get her off fucking social media for. So... okay, all I'm saying is it's not Ryan's job to defend Christy. If Christy can sue April, I think she should. What Christy's doing, I'm not telling you what she's doing. It's not my job to defend anybody. Are you guys new? A lot of you may be. Let me tell you who I am. When I thought Gypsy was shutting down April, Gypsy made a post. Report April for all of her social media coming at me. Okay? I took up for my friend April. Okay? Because that's what I do. I take up for my friends. When there was people on snark pages going after court, I stuck up for my friend because that's what I do. Christy's my friend. And I'm going to stick up after her. It's not my job. Nobody pays me. I don't have to do it. I stick up for my friends because when they're not in the room, it's up to somebody who cares to have their back. Like I would appreciate for myself. And one thing I have found out along the way is there's a lot of people who will say they're your friend, but when it comes down to it, they ain't fucking shit. And half the time they're the fucking problem. There's a lot, and nobody said that she's suing, by the way. You guys keep throwing around the word sue. I'm not confirming anything she's doing. I'm not confirming a goddamn thing she's doing. There's things that are happening. They've been happening. They've been happening since before I knew about it. Ill defended me yesterday. Who the hell's Ill? I'm not saying what she's doing. You guys keep throwing around the word sue. You have no idea what's going on. So please, for the love of God, stop putting out misinformation. There is shit happening. And it's either going to happen sooner or later. And if it doesn't, you'll hear from me. I'll tell you. You know what? Didn't go through. You know what? It's not happening. I'll fucking tell you. I'll fucking tell you. I can only tell you what I know. Court is okay. The papers have not hit her yet. For the love of Christ. CT, you've been here this whole fucking time. You've been here the whole fucking time of everything that I've been saying in this. And then you asked me, so she was... No, I didn't say that. I said there is shit coming. That was the big announcement. We were forced to put it out early because Gypsy took it upon herself to reach out to creators. Now, we only know of one creator at this point, but we don't know if there was others. And we wanted the accurate information going out there that maybe another creator that had less integrity than Nina would have said something shitty. Nina sat on her text messages. She did what Gypsy asked her to do. But we don't know if Nina was the only person she talked to. And we don't need people out there saying, oh, she talked to me. This is it. This is it. Blah, 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 blah. And then they're putting out false information, giving out actual legal things or accurate or inaccurate legal things, which is exactly what the fuck didn't want. She told Nina part of it from what I understand. Now, she may have told her all of it. From what I understand, from what I was told, she told her part of it. But that's what Christy got told. So do I know? No, I don't. No, I do not. Gypsy confided in Nina. I think she's just as suspicious of Christy's intentions. I don't know. I'm not in her fucking head. I don't know. Yeah, respect to Nina for not showing the text. I can tell you, when somebody with a bigger name reaches out to you, it's enticing. It's enticing. And you want to show, yeah, I'm legit. I'm legit. This actually happened. And kudos to her for not doing it. Kudos for her for not doing it. But there's going to be another creator, a smaller creator, that's going to want those followers. It's going to want those views. It's going to want those likes, and it's going to ride her coattails because they don't care. How do I deal with people always twisting my words? Well, I try to set them straight, but it doesn't always fucking work. Respectfully, you say Christy doesn't need to be on small every day, but you are defending her every day. Yesterday, if I remember correctly, what did we have a live on? Kate Middleton? Yeah, we had a live on Kate Middleton. Pretty sure Christy wasn't involved in the palace. I could be wrong. I did have that one. I had that live on conspiracy theories and Illuminati, unless Christy's in the Illuminati. Not really sure where she got involved there either. So I'm pretty sure that unless Christy's in the Illuminati,
happens,
I'd have to say no.
When something breaking happens, she'd be not that good of a content creator if she didn't release it.
Okay, you were just generalizing. No, what you said was, I defend her every day. That's not generalizing. That's using absolutes, saying that I do it every day. That's using an absolute. That's not generalizing.
Someone needs to go back to English class.
So if you're going to say that I always do something, that's not generalization. That's speaking in absolutes. And I do not absolutely do it every day. Unless she's in the Illuminati or unless she is hiding with Kate Middleton. I did not talk about Christy in a few different lives. Thank you.
She's a horror movie, well.
So, what?
Unless she's a horror movie.
Yeah, I talk about horror movies too. Well, then again, a lot of you guys think she is some fucking demon. So, I mean.
The TikTok exorcist.
So, in my opinion, Christy plays on your integrity. I guess I'll find out. Because I will tell you with everything in me. Do I think I'm being played? No. Do I think maybe there's other things happening on her end that don't involve me? Yeah, possibly. That don't involve me. There's things going on I'm not going to talk about that don't involve me, possibly. Now, do I think I'm being played? No. Have I been wrong before? Yes. If I'm being played, do you think I'm not going to be pissed off enough to fucking say it? Do you think, of knowing me, if this is your first live with me, do you think that I'm going to have any problem coming on here and saying y'all were fucking right and she's a sack of shit and she played me? Do you think I'm going to have any problem with that? And she knows that I will do that. She knows that I will do that. So she knows that it's probably not smart to play me because I'm a big mouth. So if I'm played, y'all are going to fucking know about it because you know what I'm going to do? Because if I'm played and y'all are right, all bets are off. Y'all can do whatever what you want. You can say whatever you want because I won't defend it anymore. 100%. 100%. Because I defend her now because I feel like she is my friend. If I find out she's not my friend, have at it. I'm not going to defend somebody who's not my friend. So you guys will know. I don't care if I have pie on my face. You think I haven't before? You think I haven't had to eat crow numerous times of shit that I've said or done that I've had to fucking go back on or say, yeah, I did this or yeah, I did that. If I was played, if I'm being played, y'all are going to fucking know about it. I don't give a fuck. So I go hard for people I don't know. I do know her though, to a point. I know her as much as anybody knows anybody. Because in today's world, a lot of our friendships are online in today's world. It'd be different if this was X amount of time. I have more accounts. Don't worry about it. I have my YouTube and I have 4 other accounts that I have up and going. By the way, you can follow them in my pinned videos. You can find all of my TikToks and my YouTube on my pinned videos. In today's world, a lot of us have genuine. I have a genuine online relationship that I had for 20 plus years. I don't know them because I never met them in person, but I knew them online for 20 years. It's not genuine. It's not real. It's not. That's fucking weird. My heart seems too big. Look what happened with April. No shit. I've already went through that. I got a big heart and I'm fucking stupid. I know this. I know this. You think I don't know this? I have been played, y'all. Could I even give the list of all the people that I have been played by? You think I don't know this? Maybe I should sit on someone before I offer my friendship again. Was that a fat joke?
This wasn't that good.
I know, right? I don't know. Hey, babe. I like them big. I like them chunky. He likes me chunky. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to hurt me. Anyway.
I keep telling her, the only person she needs to impress is right here.
Really? Like, that's where you're going to go with it? That, of all the things you're going to say, that's where you're going to go. Awesome. Perfect. Appreciate it. So, yeah, I know Spectrum people get played. I know that. We get played easy. I know that.
Trust me, I pay to be played.
Anyway.
Spectrum.
Right. So, yeah. It reminds you of Steve Wilkos. What's the one that you guys always say? What's the one that they always say you sound like?
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption guy. What's his name? I know somebody in here can tell me this. I can't believe you think he sounds like Steve Wilkos. The Red Dead Redemption guy. What? John, it's not John Wick. John somebody. You guys know. Come on. No, not Arthur Morgan. What the fuck? Vin Diesel? That's funny. No, that's not who I'm talking about. John Marsh! Thank you! John Marsh. You guys always say he sounds like John Marsh.
Yeah, well, not right now. Right now, I got a mouthful of gauze.
He's got a mouthful of gauze right now. John Cena.
You can't see me.
He doesn't sound like Steve Wilkos. What the fuck? Yeah, so does your face swollen?
No, not really.
Yeah. So.
And the ibuprofen's taking care of that.
Yeah. So. Anyway, so I just wanted to get on here again, reiterate. From what it looks like, I guess Gypsy's stepping back from the limelight a little bit, I guess. This was not a call out at Nina in any way, shape, or form. I applaud her integrity in not showing screenshots. I don't know who else she was reached out to, which is why we felt the need to come on here and set any type of rumor that might get started straight. If this somehow falls back on me and Natasha gets mad and reams me, what's fucking new? If for some other reason that Nina gets on here and reams me when I've sat here and, said nice things, it is what it is. I can't stop people from doing shit. Nor do I give a fuck at this point. Y'all can say what you got to say to who you got to say it. I don't let people send me Reddit anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't go on. You failed English.
Well, you can't sit there and bust people's chops.
Spell Wednesday.
Wednesday.
2 S's. Good job.
If that's the only thing I got wrong, you can sit and spin.
Spell February.
Okay, but I'm not the one on there giving people shit.
Anyway, I'm not talking about to whom and to who. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Nikki, get on somewhere. Anyway. Why are you all in here? You've already had dinner. Oh, look at Pepper! Look at Pepper! Call Pepper.
Pepper.
Call Pepper. Look at Pepper. Go get Dad.
Pepper.
Look at Kira.
24.
All right. Thank you for the kisses. I don't need them. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh. Yes, my poor mistreated animals. Yes, you are so bad, you guys. I know it's so bad, so bad. Yeah, my smartphone makes me look dumb as a box of fucking rocks. I can tell you that. My autocorrect, oh my lord. Anyways, so that is my life for tonight. I'm actually gonna get off here. I'm gonna play some video games with my husband. So if I'm dragged by Natasha, what's fucking new? If Nina drags me, it's okay. It's okay, guys. If she dragged me, you can defend me. You cannot defend me. I don't really care at this point. I was not going after her. I was actually talking about the fact she did have integrity. I was just worried about other people not having integrity. So if she drags me, she drags me. It's cool. It is what it is. I'm used to being dragged. I don't care. Wait, what do you mean Natasha just got banned? Where? Was she already talking shit? Wait a minute, I gotta hear this. Wait. Well, I think she thought I was dragging her and I wasn't. And I tried to make that abundantly clear. No, wait, I want to hear about this. What was she? So Natasha was on here talking shit about me and she just got banned? Shocker. Shocker. I know she gets banned everywhere. Oh, she was all over my news. What was she mad because she don't have it? Notice every time Christie's brought up, Natasha goes after my ass. Has anybody ever noticed that? Has anybody ever noticed that? That every time Christie's brought up, Natasha's on my ass. Just saying. So you can take that information and deal with it because every time Christy gets brought up, she's on my ass discussing all these things about me. Well, yeah, I outed her for lying. She said she talked to Christy. She don't. Well, I didn't out her. Christy did. I didn't. Christy was in here. She's back on. She can continue to drag me. I don't care. All right. Shit. I was trying to do my fucking screen. Sorry, my bad. Trying to roll. I was trying to catch a comment. This thing goes off constantly. Oh yeah. Did she? What'd she do? Get kicked off TikTok and went over to some other fucking page, or did she get to go right back on TikTok? I don't know. Do I have an email? I mean, no, it was me. My screenshot button is right there. So
obviously she has an email, otherwise she wouldn't have TikTok or YouTube.
Oh, she's back on. All right. Well, she can go drag me all she likes. She's just big mad. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Okay. She can go be mad. That's okay. She's entitled. She, if she wants to get her content based off of mine, that's okay. If she has to second gen my news, that's okay. If she has to get on me for whatever she wants to get on me today, that's okay. I don't have to deal with it. It's all right. It's all right. See, but that's exactly it. Natasha says you and Christy are best friends. Why does she care?
Because they are.
Why does she care? Why is that news? Why does she care? Why is it worth reporting on? I don't know. Oh, by the way, Tawanda, quietly. We can Tawanda once it actually happens, unfortunately. We were hoping for actually, I never talk about these people, but they can't get off my pickle. I know that. I don't care. Reddit can talk its talk. Natasha can talk her talk. She can walk her walk if she gets her fucking ass off the couch. I don't know what to tell you. That's the meanest thing I'm going to say tonight. She can go talk about me all she likes. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's me right now. So thank you guys for showing up. If I get dragged on the internet, fucking drag me. I don't know what to tell you. I'm done with it. I'm done with the drama. I'm done with the bullshit. Drag me all you fucking want. I don't fucking care. I am who I fucking am. I've said my whole ass government name on this thread. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. I don't give a fuck. You can trust the source it comes from. You cannot trust the source it comes from. I don't care. I don't care. Period. Good night. I'm going to go play video games. So, y'all, thank you for coming to this live right here. I see a lot of you guys have decided to stay here on YouTube. I totally appreciate that. After every TikTok live, I try to at least talk to my YouTube people a little bit longer for, supporting me on this platform. I do plan on doing, that's one thing I definitely want to do is after every TikTok, come over to YouTube. First of all, do not tell me what to do. You can ask me, but you are not going to tell me what to do because that's not going to get either one of us in a good way, for starters. I think what I'm going to do is start letting TikTok know that after this TikTok live, if you want extra exclusive little tidbits, you can come over to YouTube. I want to give you guys a little bit of extra time, a little bit extra love because you guys are trying to get me on the platform that I want to get my feet into a little bit more. Thank you. That's much better, Starlito. I will go look for you. And I can try to unblock you on that account. I should be able to find you. I will not be coming back on tonight. I'm going to be gaming with my husband who had surgery on his face. He is getting his, what level are you on now?
I'm at level 24.
Well, when I get off here, we're getting back on Black Mage, right? We're gonna get Black Mage to 50, and then I'm gonna keep on with Black Mage.
I'm gonna finish getting Ninja to 50.
Okay, well then I'll just keep. But once you get to 50, I'm not stopping on my Black Mage. So
you don't have to.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have a feeling that I am more than likely going to be dragged mercilessly by Natasha, probably pissed off Nina, and probably I'm going to make it all the fuck over Reddit. Here's the deal. Do me a favor. Don't send it to me. I don't care. I don't fucking care. They can drag me. They can do whatever they want. I don't care. I appreciate that, Amber. Like I said, I'm going to, after my TikToks, what I'm going to say is for like some a little more exclusive content, an extra 10, 15 minutes, hop over to YouTube. That way I can get more people over here quicker, easier, etc. That's the problem. I have taken so much for other people. That's the problem. On TikTok, I am ryan.lee.tm. What do you need my email for? I have an Instagram, ryan.lee.tm, if you need to send me something.
You got a TikTok that has her DMs in it.
I don't use email. I don't use email. Hey, before we get on the game though, can we change out our coils so I can have my big mod back, please? I'm using my little baby mod. This is my work mod. This is my little work mod. I use it. This is what I use at work. That was good with another pipe. Yeah. So what I do, Celeste, is after the TikTok live, I'm here for a few more minutes. I started doing that a live or two ago, and basically I shut off TikTok and I come over here for a minute, just for you guys. He's recovering. He's recovering. He's recovering. We'll see. His pain meds are working, which I'm very grateful for. I'm sure he's very grateful for. Hey, no.
Oi!
No. What happens? So Sydney has taken it upon herself. What she likes to do. She likes to head slam some of the dogs. She walks up and she'll be playing and she'll take it and she'll like head slam one of the dogs. So we're trying to get her to stop doing that. Hi, Bookie. Why are you in here? Hi, buddy. My cat's in here. Usually he's doing his own thing. I appreciate that. Thank you. Why are you licking my elbow? Stop licking my elbow. Why are you licking my elbow? You're licking the Aquaphor off my elbow. Can you not do that? I do deserve all things good. Unfortunately, have it out for me, and that is what it is. I've had that problem on TikTok for a long time. You know, I got snark pages on me on different websites. I've had them on TikTok. I've had them on Reddit. This is not my first rodeo with bullshit. The first time it destroyed me. Not gonna lie. The first time it really fucked with my mental health. It really, really did. This time I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I'm not gonna read it anymore, so don't send it to me anymore. I was letting people send it to me, and after I went and I went there one day and I went there on my own accord. After I said I wasn't, and I went there and I read for about 10, 15 minutes. And I was like, fuck this. I am not doing this anymore. And I was like, I'm done. Don't send me shit. I don't want no shit. Fuck it. Nope. I'm good. Because I knew that if I continued reading that shit, I was going to end up the same way I was last time. Because that's one thing I do understand about Gypsy, though. It's hard to wake up every morning and seeing the fucking world slaughtering you. And she's getting on a way bigger fucking platform than I am. Way bigger. I can tell you this. I've had hours-long conversations with Christy on numerous occasions. She, to me, and I do have a decent gut, seems genuine. Now you go, but you said that about April. No. Let me tell you one of the first conversations I had with her, and I'm not kidding. This is a fact. I've told this story numerous times. I told it while we were friends. I told this story while we were friends. She told me when her birthday was. And she said that she was on the Aquarius cusp. And I said, I don't think I can be friends with you. She says, why? I said, I don't deal with Aquarius women. I do not deal with Aquarius women. I said, because they love you till they love you. And when they hate you, they obsess. I said, I've went through it with 2 other Aquarius women, and I'm not doing it with you. She's like, no. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, look where that fucking got me. So, I am not a fan of Aquarius women. I don't care. Somebody go find out what Natasha's birthday is. I feel like she's an Aquarius. I feel like if she's an Aquarius, I'm gonna fucking die laughing, by the way. Somebody go find out go ask her what her fucking horoscope sign is. What do you mean you're broken? You're not an Aquarius. There's no way. There's something else with you. There's no way. You ain't an Aquarius. If so, you will be the first fucking Aquarius I've ever been able to stand. CJ's an Aquarius man, so that doesn't count. No, if I was being played, you guys would know. I would tell you. I got no problem, people. Think about it. I got no problem. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you have in your mouth? Andrew, she's got something in her mouth.
Carolyn.
Grab her. I can't hear her. She's too big. She fights me. I think she ate it. Whatever. Hey, nope. Nah, she must. I know I had some. Yeah, she's good. She's good. So, Father, the Scorpio moon and me and Neo's fine. Cancer rising's good though. You're pretty emotional between the Scorpio and the Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, Natasha, it was. Hey. Calm down.
Cool your tits.
Calm down. You guys are being ridiculous. There's like 7 dogs in here and they're being ridiculous. Yeah. So, Natasha, this live has been 2 hours and 23 minutes long. If you care to rewatch it or even parts of it, it'll answer your question. That is why I purposely went on YouTube so I could, you guys could watch it. Enjoy it on your own time. I have a very good friend of mine that is a Cancer. I find Cancers a little hard to deal with just because they're emotional, but they hold it. You know what I mean? But they're emotional, but they hold it in. And they're like, I don't want to bother anybody. And I'm like, I am not doing okay. I need my other mod back.
Go ahead and conjure while you level up your black mage.
What level's your conjurer?
15.
Then I'm gonna be stuck in a bunch of little low-level ass dungeons and not have any AoEs. Fuck you.
For like 2 dungeons. With the way we're leveling.
Get back on your board. No, get back on. No, we're supposed to be doing thermal charge together.
No, I need to start working on healers.
Yeah. First of all, let's just be real. You are never gonna heal shit. You are a tank. The fact you are doing this and leveling DPS and healers that are going to sit there is stupid. Every dungeon we get into, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit. I'm getting on tank. I can't handle these tanks. I'm getting on tank. Blah, 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 blah. You are wasting your time.
I don't want to have to tank.
But it doesn't matter because every dungeon we get into, you bitch and moan until you jump on a tank and tank it.
I don't want. Well, then I need to finish leveling all my tanks.
Then level your tanks. I can tell you one thing: you're not gonna heal shit. That has been my job. We can't both be healer if we're in a fucking thing. I'm a healer. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, I might go on dancer, but other than that, I'm a fucking healer. So what are you gonna do? Nothing. Yeah, we've been I didn't really we played a little bit earlier. We got home from the tooth thing, and we got on the game and we did like one dungeon, and he's like, I can't do this, and he wouldn't lay down. Oh yeah, the people pleaser is real. Like, I believe it or not, I'm a huge fucking people pleaser, and that's what fucking gets me in trouble. Because I want to believe everybody's good. I want everybody to like me. And that is a huge fucking problem that my husband's like, you need to stop caring if people like you. They don't fucking matter. I matter. Your friends matter. That's fucking it. And I'm like, but I want people to like me. I want, it don't matter. And I'm like, it does matter.
You really like me.
Right. I want, nobody wants to not be liked. Nobody wants to be enemy number one. Nobody wants people to talk shit on them. Shut up.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Shut up. Shut up. But yeah, so I got to have Jimmy John's. I only get it like 3 times a year. While we were up getting his tooth, we passed by Jimmy John's. Because when I go to this one city, we always get Panda Express. And so I never get Jimmy John's because, whatever. Well, he couldn't eat.
Was not in my car.
He couldn't eat. So I'm like, I'm going to Jimmy John's. So I got to have Jimmy John's. I only get it like 3 times. You thought I got off because you were on TikTok and now you feel cheated? Yes. So after my TikTok lives, I'm going to spend an extra 15 plus minutes on YouTube.
Well, then maybe you should follow her YouTube and watch her on
exactly.
YouTube and TikTok.
Right. And that's what I'm going to start telling TikTok is, well, you know what? I go over to YouTube and I do like exclusive shit over on YouTube. And slowly I'm merging it over to where eventually I can do a lot more shit on here. We're going to be getting me a better camera. I'm going to be able to go out, upload shit, etc. To where it's not necessarily live, but maybe I will get out, go to the park and talk about a case, talk about mandala, talk about the Illuminati, talk about anything that, people are like, oh my God, she's a flat earther. No, I understand the concept, but I do believe in, roundness. Well, she talks about the paranormal and the occult. She's fucking weird. Yeah, I fucking am. Why do you think I have all of this? Because I'm weird. It's the Scorpio moon in me. I don't know what to tell you. You had Jimmy John's today. I had the Pepe, the ham and cheese. What did you have? You sell crystals and everyone and sell them to everyone. Can you tell I'm a Cancer? The only thing that would have gotten me anymore is if you told me you were a Scorpio. You gotta have some Scorpio in your chart somewhere to sell crystals. You like YouTube better because on TikTok you can't comment on the computer? Huh? Paranormal things? Oh yeah, I have them. We're gonna be talking about them. Absolutely. You hunt them on your property? Ooh, you're a Reiki master and Aries Taurus cusp. Taurus are earth and Aries are fire. That's weird. I wonder, but in sidereal, you would be a Pisces Aries. So that Pisces would make sense. Plus your moon. Your moon is more important than your sun, just so you know. Your moon is more important than your sun.
No, your sun is way more important than the moon.
No, it's not.
S-O-N, not S-U-N.
Oh. Yeah, your moon is actually a lot more important than your sun. Your sun is basically it's a nutshell bullshit. They talk about the big 3. There's big 6. Just so you know, there's big 6. A lot of people, when they get into astrology, you can always tell the astrology buffs and the astrology that really get into it. So people will be like, I'm an Aries. And then you go, oh, well, I'm an Aries sun, Taurus rising, Gemini moon. And you go, I have my big 3. Do you know your big 6? Because there's actually a Mercury, a Venus, and a Mars that go into that too. And mine is Aries, Pisces. I always get my Mercury and my Mars confused. Oh, my Mars is Libra, I think. So there's a big 6. How are they 2 signs? It's not the factor. Oh, the sidereal. So there is basically Western horoscope, which is what y'all follow. And then there's Eastern, which is sidereal, which is there's one where the stars are in the sky now, and there's one where the stars were in the sky before when all the shit was made. So I look like you look at your, oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Go to Cafe Astrology. It'll help you out. So for me, it's interesting because I've had people walk up and tell me I'm an Aries. Okay. I'm an Aries, Sagittarius, triple fire in all things Western, which makes sense. I'm a fiery soul. However, in sidereal, where I land, where I sit, because I understand now who I am Pisces, Scorpio, triple water, which makes sense because I'm bipolar, triple sun, triple water, triple fire, triple water. And that is the emotional side of me, the emotional, the occult, the etc. I spent a lot of my life with the fire part of me, and now I'm in the water part of me. But then the fire part, sweeps through. So, go to Cafe Astrology; it'll help you figure out your big six, and that will help you really understand a lot of things. But I can tell you this: look into your moon. If you've never felt comfortable with your sun, look into your moon. Back in the 50s, you used to tell people you're rising because the rising is how you present. It's how you present. So go there, look at your moon, because if your moon is your core, it's your hidden, it's your core. You mentioned Scorpio for you. You're a Cancer, Scorpio, Libra. Let's see. So you're emotional and you love justice and you can be level-headed. You paint cow and deer skulls. That's interesting. That's fun. I have a deer? What is it? A 7-point deer on my wall. Mm-hmm. It's just the skull though, not the head, just the skull. I have a 7-point deer skull on my wall. I had a friend who painted rocks, and she painted them very, very well. She's an amazing artist. If you guys have seen in my room where I have the Billy, the Freddy, and the Ghostface picture, she painted those as well. I told you my big six are. So my Mercury is Aries, and my Venus is Pisces.
Seriously?
What?
The wait time for me scenario.
Oh, okay. And then my sun is, I say my sun is Pisces, or it could be Aries. My rising is, I say Pisces, it could be Aries. My moon is Scorpio, it could be Sagittarius. And then my my Mars is Libra. So, but I am being summoned for my game. You guys got your...
You're fine. I'm changing my coil.
Change my coil too.
Nope.
He's going to change it. He's just being a jerk.
Nope.
Change yours first and then you can charge it. Yeah, Cafe Astrology. It'll tell you your North Node, your South Node, your Lilith. It should tell you everything. Oh, you meant Child of God, painting skulls and turtle shells. We have to know their big six. I am not a child of God. I am pagan. I am a Wiccan omnist. That's another thing. Hey, Natasha, you can slander me for that too. You can rip me apart for being a Wiccan omnist. Oh my God, she thinks she's a witch. You want to be put in a jar, baby? you need a mirror spell? You need to be put in a jar? How do you think I knew about all that jar shit? I don't do that kind of stuff. I try not to even go into gray. I just try to stay in try to stay in the fluffy bunny lane. I don't like all the karma juju that comes at me. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in Revival. What do skulls represent, or do I just like them? I just like them. I'm morbid. I'm very, very morbid. That's all there is. I've always been morbid. I actually, you meant child of God. Right? I thought you were saying I'm a child of God. I was so confused. I actually don't have a skull tattooed on me. Weird. I do! I always forget about this one. I do have a skull. I forgot. I always forget about that one. When I'm doing my tattoo count, I always forget about that one because I can't see it. Huh?
Poison bottle.
Yeah, I always forget about that one. I do have a skull on me. Who knew? Who knew?
We all did.
Not me, apparently. I always forget that one. Whenever I'm doing my tattoo count, I always forget about it.
All right. I left it out in that goddamn car.
What?
Cinnamon.
Well, you have a ton of other different bottles
Right
there.
here. I got one right here.
Okay.
I got more.
After you do yours, do mine, and then I'll get off here and we'll play. Apparently I get to stay a few more minutes. He's going to do his coil, then he's going to do my coil so I can have my big mod back. Which my mod is, I think it's out in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's not a bad influence.
You breed Great Pyrenees and miniature dachshunds. Miniature dachshunds are the size of Great Pyrenees' heads.
Fuck head, that's the size of the Great Pyrenees shit.
Basically, yeah. I can't say nothing though, because I got three.
Now, do you mix them, or do you breed them both separately?
Oh my god! I have 5 dogs that have Chihuahua in them. I have 5 dogs that have Chihuahua in them. So, you got muted entirely on TikTok. What is your name on TikTok? Did you get blocked or muted? Muted only lasts for 1 live anyway. Her daughter has a cane Corso.
Oh Jesus, I want one so bad.
I would never. First of all, I don't like big dogs. I did not it took everything in me to take care of my Great Pyrenees, but I knew she was a really gentle dog, and that's the only reason why I rescued her from my neighbor, because my neighbor was like, I need to get rid of my Great Pyrenees. She wanted me to take 2 of them, like that's not happening. So we took the girl, and she's very gentle. But I could never deal with the cane Corso. When they stand up, they're taller than I am. Ryan and I can still be friends, right? What does that mean? Well, you have the name Father Onion, so that's probably why people think you're a dude. Just saying. See, everybody loves corgis and their little corgi butts. I'm not a corgi fan. I'm just not. Your dachshunds are AKC. Nice. I have an AKC pug. She costs more than most people's first car. Not the smartest decision I ever made. And she came with a lot of problems. She came with Giardia. And they wouldn't fucking take care of it. That was a fucking nightmare for months. Your Great Pyrenees are grade bred as livestock guardians. Now I will tell you, my Great Pyrenees will walk my perimeter. And when she's inside, she will sit at my doors. She will sit at my doors where she can see the entire house. My Great Pyrenees, she is a sweet, docile soul, but she is a watcher.
And she will get who she don't know.
Mm-hmm. She is a watcher. I don't judge you because you're a child of God. No. Mm-mm.
Nope. Children of the Creator are always welcome.
Yeah, no,
Beautiful religion.
I don't have a problem with any religion. You'll hear me. Here's my problem. The biggest thing you hear me say is about Christianity is its followers. The religion itself is beautiful. Christ was an amazing man. The Republican Party has made Republican Jesus, and Jesus himself walked with whores and vagrants. Jesus was my people. Okay, he turned water into wine. He flipped tables.
Those were the people who needed love.
He loved the misfits and the black sheep. Jesus was my people, okay? Jesus is a cool dude. I got no problem with Jesus. I got no problem with Christianity. I have a problem with the cult of Republican Jesus followers is what I have. That is the problem that I have. Huh?
You get me one of your coils.
Why? What happened to yours?
So I can do your... Do you want yours done or what?
I thought you meant for you.
No.
My thing is out there, and my juice is right here, and my thing should be in the kitchen. And here's the coil. I found my coils! My 4 that went missing? I found them! They were upside down!
I told you there was a bunch in there!
I found them! Yay!
I told you there was a bunch in there!
Yay! I found them! They were missing. I bought 4 coils and they went missing. They are $5 a piece. I was pissed.
Yo.
I know, I couldn't get it open.
I
was pissed. It was like I lost like $20 in coils. I was mad. But I found them. Yay! As a Christian, I agree with you. There's a lot of stuff with my churches and how they treat unbelievers. Yes, that is my problem. That's my problem. I have no problem with Christianity. It's a beautiful religion. Right.
We're not unbelievers.
We can be friends even though I follow Christ and you follow something different, right? Yes. I used to be a Christian.
I was raised Christian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got no problem with that. Look, I have, so this is, okay, where am I at? This is a Buddhist unalum that tells my story of how to love myself. This is a binding rune of Norse of Tyr Nagas, because Tyr is the arrow, and that is Tyr is mine. That is the warrior of justice. Then I have this, which is a Triskel. I have this, which is the pentacle, which is a pentagram. Pentacle has the circle around it. So this is a pentagram. I used to have a cross on the back of my neck. I don't now. It's been covered up twice. But I have, that's why I'm an omnist. I stand mostly in Wiccan. That's where I've always been, but I'm an omnist. I believe in all religions, and I think they all have value. I believe we all believe in the same God, believe it or not. I believe we all do. I believe your Jesus is somebody else's Allah.
Not monopolytheistic. Don't listen to the lies.
So
where's your bed juice?
It's right here. I believe that we all believe in the same God. We just call them different names personally. The butterfly I have now. So basically, what happened was I had a cross on me, and it had to be redone twice because it wouldn't. It just kept it. Whoever tattooed it didn't do it right. So then I got out of Christianity and I covered it with a butterfly that had stars on it. Well, it's been 20 years, and I had somebody take a picture of the back of my neck, and it looked janky and fucking trashy as fuck. So I ended up getting it covered up, and let me tell you, that was not pleasant. It was not pleasant. Yeah. This one will not be touched up. I'll have to touch it up a little bit because it was so swollen and so bleeding that they didn't she couldn't do any more work on it. So I'm gonna have to get touched up a little bit, but I'm done. That it was not pleasant. Amber, exactly. I don't want your beliefs shoved on me. We can discuss your beliefs all goddamn day long, but the minute you invalidate my beliefs, we're done. The conversation's over. The conversation is over. If you're going to invalidate what I believe and shove your shit down my throat, conversation's
Especially
over.
when I can show you proof against your own beliefs.
Conversation is fucking over. I'm not dealing with that. We can have a discussion all day. We can have philosophical conversations all day about religion and whatever, and I am there for it. But the minute you're like, you're wrong, I'm right, I'm out. Because that is just disrespectful. You can believe your truth, and that is okay. But what you cannot do is tell somebody they are wrong, because in the end, until we all kick the fucking bucket, none of us know. Period. So I'm actually got to go. It was so hot. I had to turn the air on in my house. I can actually go turn it off now. It was like 77 in my house. It was 80 degrees today, and it's gonna be 45 next week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the air off, and I'm gonna put a fucking t-shirt back on. It was like 77 fucking degrees in here. I was melting. I'm like, fuck this. But yeah, now I'm actually getting cold, so I'm gonna turn that. Same with politics. Yeah, I mean, politics can be those are very heated. Don't start. I'm not. No, we're not doing this. No.
There's straight up politics, and then there's straight up bullshit.
My problem is this. Okay, here's my one problem with politics, and this may be part of where he's going. My one problem with politics is this: if you infringe on my life as a person, at that point, politics is going to have to be wrong. If you are infringing on my right as a person, when you take my rights away, when you tell me that I cannot have an abortion, when you tell me that I deserve a lower wage, when you tell me that I don't deserve to vote, when you tell me all this shit, that is where politics crosses the line.
When you start taking my rights away from me,
yeah,
you're not a politician.
That's my problem. We can talk politics all day long, but when you are literally telling a woman she can't do what she wants with her body because you don't believe in it. Here's the deal. If you're on a diet, I can still eat pie. I don't really give a fuck if you don't want the pie. Don't eat the fucking pie. That's fine. You don't like pie? Cool. Go eat cake. But if I want my fucking pie, I'm going to have my pie. And the fact that you think that you have the right to tell me I can't have my pie, fuck you, period. Like, would I get an abortion? I don't know. But I would love to have the fucking right if I wanted one. Period. I don't know if I'd ever have one, but I want the fucking right there in case.
Not justify taking my freedoms.
I can't say what I would do because I don't have a fucking uterus, so I'm never going to be faced with that to begin with. But if I was faced with it and I needed or wanted one, I feel like it is my body and I should have that choice. There's a lot of things. I mean, I'm pretty out there and radical in my beliefs. I believe that any person should be allowed to ingest any substance they want drug wise, but the minute it inflicts on anybody else, the minute you get behind a wheel and you take somebody's life, etc., that's where my problem lies. Because if we're going to vilify and make certain drugs illegal, a drug is a drug is a drug. A mind-altering substance is a mind-altering substance is a mind-altering substance. The number one killer of drugs is alcohol, and you can buy that at Walmart. So, I mean, I have a lot of feelings on a lot of topics that necessarily aren't super popular, and I'm okay with that. But to me, if you are going to sit here and drink your natty ice and tell somebody that they can't roll a joint, fuck you. It's the same difference. I had a friend who was on her high horse because she, well, heroin is wrong and heroin. And then she drank 15 natty ices and smoke a bowl and then look down her face at people who smoked heroin. And I'm like, how is that any different? Well, it's wrong. You're both getting high. What the fuck does it matter? That doesn't even make sense to me. I personally don't like mind-altering substances. I'm a control freak. I don't like feeling like I'm on a boat. Don't super like them. Don't really enjoy them. But again, just because I don't doesn't mean I'm going to take away your right. If you want to go fucking ingest Drano, I don't care. Just don't get in a car and kill somebody with it. I don't care what you put in your body. It's not my goddamn business. It's not my concern what you spend your money on and what you put in your body. I don't care. What you want to do is what you want to do. But that means respect my choices of what I want to do. And if I want to do this to my body and then be body shamed for it, that's fucking ridiculous to me. It's my body. I paid for this shit. Unless you are fucking me, financing me, or feeding me, shut the fuck up.
All the above.
Unless you are doing any of those things, you don't have a right to tell me what I can do to my body. Period. Now I got my big mod back. My big boy. Actually, this is actually a smaller mod. I actually have a couple other ones like this, but this is my bigger mod.
Hers. Mine.
Yeah. I have one that size. Now my Drag 4 is about that size.
No, this
is it's a little bit bigger.
21700.
Yeah, mine's a dual 18.6. So, but yeah, this is my nice medium mod because I have like my little mod, and then I have like my medium. But yeah, so I mean, your rights are your rights, and I think that that's the problem with politics is suddenly the 90s and the 2000s were great. We were allowed to do whatever. Like there wasn't all these laws. And I don't know if we're going back to the fucking 1800s. I mean, there is a guy who got elected the elector in North Carolina. He's the Republican nominee or whatever. And he's talking, and this is weird to me. He is an African American talking about we need to go back to when women couldn't vote. You do understand that women got the vote before you did. And if you're going to take away women's rights to votes, that's a slippery fucking slope. And not to mention, one of the people that revoked Roe v. Wade and women's rights was Clarence Thomas. And they were like, you do understand, if we start taking away women's rights, segregation is next. And he's like, he's married to a white woman. And he's like, yup. I'm like, I couldn't even imagine what the fucking conversation. You get home that night and they're like, really? Fucking really? That's where you want to go with this. We are taking rights away one by one until only straight white Christian men are going to have any rights, and we're going to go right back to 1776. And I think that's what they want. And that's why it's dangerous. Politics now have become dangerous. They become dangerous. So there is things you can discuss in politics, different things about taxes and this and that. But when they start infringing on people's rights to live, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, then it's not politics anymore. It's policing how people live. And that is insane. But my mod is just about done cooking. I am going to go do my game now. I need to go put on a t-shirt because I'm starting to get cold. And I appreciate every single one of you that has stuck with me on YouTube. I hope you appreciate the extra content. If you see people dragging me online, feel free to have my back when I'm not in the room, or at least at the very best, I ask you not to participate. Know your truth, speak your truth, and don't let people take you down. Let them. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. I got to learn that myself. I definitely got to learn that myself. So, hey, Ozzy! Yeah, so that's my thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start coming over here for a little while afterwards. So, sorry. Anyway, Ozzy, if you want to get with me after this or whatever, my inbox is always open.
The only person you get with is me.
Shut up. All right, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you guys have a great night.